Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and let's get ready for EJ Boxing Live.
Yo, what's going on, people, man? It's been a long time, man. How's everyone doing, bruv? EJ Boxing Live, and we are back at another one, boy. So, you know, I wasn't around for the Ruiz Ortiz fight, but hey, you guys have a treat, man. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna watch it. Tell you what, not like you guys seen the action, but I'll be going for it. I'm not gonna put it on the screen, but I'm gonna have it up. What's YG night, man. Salute to YG. All right, so yeah, so that's what I'm looking to do. Let me share the link around. Whether guys are gonna come in, I'm not too sure. You know, people are busy and whatever. You know what I mean? It's been a while, but you know, I should have really been there covering the fight still. But you know, I'm here now. That's what matters, and we're gonna crack on and have a little gander, a conversation about the fight. And it was epic. It was an epic fight as well. So you're gonna get my real life reaction to the fight and what's next for whoever wins. I kind of know the outcome. I'm sure you guys know already. So let's do the scorecard. Let's see if we can do the scorecard and see who won or whatever. You know what I mean? I've actually found it on Daily Motion. So yeah. See, I'm used to it doing it live. It's only like what? It's not even 24 hours yet, isn't it? It's less than 24 hours the fight was, isn't it? So, but it's been the talk of the boxing world, and Andy Ruiz is the real deal. I mean, he's the real deal, you know. So, all right, let me share that. Yeah, people want to jump in. They can jump in, innit? Jump in. There you go. All right. Let's get it cracking. Let's have a look at this. Have a gander at this fight, then, isn't it? Ooh, anyone else in the chat? Nah. Well, all right. Let's have a look at the fight. Let's have a look at the fight. Let me see. Let's go.
Good corner, gentlemen. In Andy Ruiz's successful return to the ring after losing his heavyweight title against Chris Arreola. He got hurt early.
Bro, you see the thing is, Chris Arreola put it on him good, you know. Arreola put it on pretty good. So, you know what I mean? I thought like Ruiz was on the slide because his weight, everyone's talking about him, but he's a tough guy, man. To take Joshua's bombs. All right, round one. Ruiz Ortiz out in the southpaw stance. Jab, doubling his jab, circling around. Ruiz. Yeah, Lennox Lewis and Thingy Duver, innit? Dan Duver. Is it Dan Duver? Or Dan, whatever his name is. One of them guys there. Flipping his jab. It was a good jab. Ortiz starting his jab. Circling. Yeah, that's what you need to do. This southpaw. Ortiz, straight right, left hook from Ruiz. From the Doughboy, man. Ortiz is circling around there, pouring his right jab. He's not playing around. He's a good boxer, Ortiz, man. Cuban style, rhythm. It's a Mexican versus Cuba. So heavyweight. Ruiz is decent, man. Tough guy. Yeah. Ruiz got a lot of amateur experience. The circling around. He's a very good boxer, Ruiz. Big guy. And I always said to him, if he was younger, 10 years younger, it'd be a problem, but it's just what it is. Yeah, he's still a dangerous guy. Now he tried to get the 1-2 by Andy Ruiz. Ortiz still purring his jab. They got the punch landed. 3 punches landed by Ruiz already. Ortiz is pouring with his right, so our southpaw jab. Popping his jab. Again. Yeah, nothing really getting on this first round still. Ortiz needs to find his feet in, man. Getting his groove and let them bombs go. Doubles that jab. Left hook, left straight, left. By Ortiz. Nothing's landed yet. Insignificant. Ruiz is the stalking. Oh, Ruiz is stalking, boy. He ain't scared of Ortiz's power at all, man. Ortiz gonna have to land on him to get his respect here, man. Ruiz is just trying to walk him down, man. Yeah, good body shot. What's that? Right hook from Ruiz, man. Ruiz. Good right hook to the body from Ruiz. That was a good shot. Jab, fake to go to the body. Yeah, this is a feel-out round still. Oh, see? Oh, I tell you, Ruiz Eaton's got bad intentions from the rip. Jab. Ooh, counter by Ortiz. And there's a fast counter as well. Yeah, man. Ortiz got him back with a wicked counter. Rocked back Ortiz's and Ruiz's head. Turns him. That's what he should have been. There you go. All right, that's good, but I'll give that round to Ruiz. I need to get my scorecard out, man. Let me get my scorecard out. Start scoring the rounds. I'll give that round to Andy Ruiz. Good round, though. Look at that. He gets countered. Yeah, that's right. He got countered. Yeah, but I think Ruiz outworked him, though, in that round, though. I feel. Good.
He doesn't like the southpaw.
Nah.
Yeah, right. Still getting used to it. Yeah, he is. But you can see the quickness of Andy Ruiz.
What's this? What's Tyson Fury saying? Yes, calm. Yeah, I don't do online discussion just for clout. Yeah. So if you really about the shout my 285 and are ready for December. Rah. And Joshua's ready for Fury in December. Tyson Fury, yo, Andy Joshua, what are you saying? Yeah, Big G, yeah. Let's give the fans what they want. Usyk is bitching. I got a date, I got a venue, and I got the rule Britannia. They're trying to get this fucking. Of course, Fury was to fight Joshua. Joshua was shot to bits. You know what I mean? Joshua is not 100%. All right, this is a good fight. All right, let me get where's my scorecard at, man? Get my scorecard up. Shit, I ain't got my scorecards no more, man. I must have took up my scorecards. Damn. Well, I gave the first round already to Ruiz. Jab. Back to the boxing. And on the stats, they even got the stats. Ruiz up 8-5. Everything Andy Ruiz fights is this power, man. It's this pure power. He ain't playing. Just takes his time. Both got a lot of amateur experience, actually. Ortiz pouring with his jab. Good 1-2 to the body. Right, this is a very good technical heavyweight fight. Good, man. Ortiz is circling the wrong way. Oh, he's down. Ruiz got him with a right hook. Same thing he did to Joshua, boy. Ruiz has got that. Listen, that doughboy got some power, man. Drops him down, man. Yeah, right hook off the jab. Beautiful. Beautiful shot. And let's see what Ortiz is going to do. And here comes Ruiz. And he's down again. I look like he slipped there. But it's another one. So that's a 10-7 round already, bro. You down on the scorecards already, boy. 10-7 round already. Yeah. 10-7 round. And here comes Ruiz. Yeah, tying him up. Ruiz, Ortiz, yeah. You have to fight your way out there, Ortiz. See, you can't have your rhythm. You got to get into your rhythm. This is what he did to Charles Martin. Ortiz did to Charles Martin. Ooh, good. Oh, there. Ortiz give a straight left. What are we going to do here? Left. Ooh. Hook. I think this is a little slugfest there, man. This is a good little battle, man. Oh, he got caught. Ortiz leveled him off with a straight left. You again. Yeah, I tell you, Andy Ruiz is fit though. He's 10 years younger than mine, Ortiz. And he's just walking him, still walking him down. He's a tough guy, man. Yeah, boy. He's just lying. Yeah, he's just on him, man. Good, man. Ruiz is... Right, he's explosive, man. It's very good, you know. Combinations there. By right, Ruiz is just on it, boy. Big round for Ruiz. Straight right from Ruiz. Another straight right from Ruiz. Oh, Ortiz answered him back with a straight left. A body shot by Ruiz. And that was an epic round. Yeah, Ortiz got everything to work for, man. He's down on the scorecards 10-7, so he's down big already, man. That was a good shook. There's Ortiz's wife. She looks concerned. Ruiz's family celebrating, man. They're like, yes, his dad talking reckless out here, bro. They good to go. You should have seen the replay. Yeah, he's lining him up. Look at that. Here he comes. Counters with a right hook. Beautiful shot. Yeah, he counters the left hook with a right hook. Beautiful. Beautiful shot, man. Beautiful. He countered him. Look at that. Bang, right hook over the top of it. Yeah, beautiful. Same sort of thing he did to Joshua, man. Look at it. Now he swarmed over him. Nah, there was no real punch. He looked like he fell down. There was no real punch there, but he fell down. But he might have been dazed from a punch before. There's Ruiz, and here comes Ortiz with a counter straight left. See, Ortiz should have come back with a left hook in it. That was a good round. So that's a 10-7 round for Ortiz already. So he's up big. I gave him the first round. And I gave him the second round. He's up 10-7. So he's up on the scorecards already, man. See how Ortiz is going to come back from this. Straight left from to the body from Ortiz. Jab. Jab to the head. Good fight, man. Very good for heavyweights. Very good. No holding, no mauling. They working, man. They working. Not throwing a lot of punches, but it's very action-packed, though. It's better than AJ and Usyk, I'm telling you that, man. Yeah. See what Ortiz is going to do. Good 1-2 to the body. See what Ortiz is going to do to come back to counter. Jab. Oh, there you go. That's what you should have been doing. You should have been boxing him, man. Circling around them to start boxing. Should have been doing that a long time ago. Just bringing him up. And when his hands go up, shoot something to the body. Oh, there you go. He's got him back. Ruiz is on it. See, he can't deal with a boxer, someone who can move, man. As you see with Joshua and Joseph Parker, when you move on him, he struggles, man. He's flat-footed. He needs you to be in. Ortiz is doing what he wants, man. Standing there. Now Ruiz looks like he's struggling now because of the boxing. Yeah, see, he's struggling because of the boxing now. He's not too sure. And the thing about it, he does not them Ortiz down twice, so he should be looking more confident. Now he looks like he's confused what Ortiz is doing. I think he's looking for a counter. Yeah, he's leaping in. He's fast, man. I think the speed. Ooh, right hook to the body. That look low. He's surprising. Ortiz is surprised by the speed of Ruiz, man. He's got fast. He's freaking fast, man. For his blood, he's deceiving. He's deceptive, man. Deceptive speed. Yeah, the way he just closed the gaps, man. Ooh, his feet are fast, man. Man, that heavy guy is fast, man. Straight left. Ortiz is doing all right to come back on this round here. Point scoring. Building back his confidence, isn't it? Yeah, he's tying him up. Yeah, it was. They clash heads? No cut, though. Yeah, Ortiz, man, his style of point scoring is getting caught up with it. He's getting caught over counters. Like you can see, he's clearly bigger than Ruiz, but Ruiz is fast, man. Well, there's nothing in this round, so I'll give this round to Ortiz. Where he come back, this is a rebuilding for. Yeah, well, I think Ortiz did the right thing of just slowing the pace down and clearing his head. Good boxing round for Ortiz there. And that's the first round on the scorecards I give him. Ruiz, this boxing. Look at that. Good body to the body, man. Good right hook to the body there. But that's all he did in that round. And he fell over. Yeah, because of the southpaw. Fell over his feet because of the southpaw. Ruiz got a lot of family, man. Brought the whole of his family down there. Familia down there, man. Yeah, man. So you guys leave the comments and stuff. This is a good fight, man. Wow.
Yes, it really depends
Let's see.
on what type of food he had in there previously. Who's the guy that hit you?
Everyone always looks at Ruiz says a fat junk, but boy, this man can fight, man. See, the more I watch him, the more you watch him, you're like, yo, people need to chill, man. All right, what we at? Round 4? The more I watch him, the more you watch him, you're like, yo. All right, time in. What we got here in the chat? Yo, what's up, everyone, man? Silver. Ortiz had no answers for Ruiz hand speed. Yeah, he's fast, man. He's fast. He's a fast guy, man. Keep popping that jab.
I don't think we've seen the talents of Ruiz Ortiz. I think your description of it is like a cobra.
You keep popping that jab. 1-2 to the body.
Hits that hard. Fast hands, able to snap them off at short distance. So no matter what he looks like, again, clearly not the body beautiful. He's a dangerous heavyweight.
Ortiz has slowed the pace down, and I think he's trying to recover, man. He's trying to clear his head. Ruiz needs to step up the pace, man. Just let Ruiz dictate. Nothing's going on here, man. Round 4. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's nothing going on here, man. Just slow the pace is slowed right down. The work rate, everything. Ortiz has slowed the pace down. He's controlling the pace. See, Ruiz is a reactional fighter, isn't it? He'll react on what you do. So if you slow it down, he slows it down. See, Ruiz doesn't want to work, man. He just wants to counter what you're doing. Here he comes. Oh, he stepped it up now. Now he's realized he stepped on the foot on the pedal. Good. Ruiz actually took the lead right there. Mm-hmm. My gosh, man. This is a game of chess here, mate. Ortiz working that jab. See? Ortiz needs to take, if he wants to win back in the fight, he needs to come back, man. He needs to start straight left. You need to start putting some mustard and start coming back in the fight. You know, you got to know you're down on the scorecards. I gave him that last round, though. Let me see what he does in this round. Yeah, Ruiz is struggling. It's outburst. Ruiz is doing all right in this round, though. He's got the more eye catch. Yeah, good double jab, triple jab from Ortiz. Straight left. Yeah, straight left from Ortiz, man, to the body. I don't know if the judges are going to comp that for you for winning the round, buddy. I don't know about that, man. Ortiz is this point scoring there, man. He's doing all right, though. Mm-hmm. The pace is slowed completely down. And this might be another round for Ortiz, but Ruiz done. Ooh. It's a close round, actually. It depends what you like, man. I could do that a 10-10 round if I really wanted to. It's that close, and I don't know who. Ruiz landing the more powerful punches. Yeah, it was a good round for Ruiz because you know what I mean. It's good. He landed more powerful. Ortiz maybe threw more, but no power. So, 10-10. Yeah, a 10-10 round. But it's comfortably in front, Ortiz. Round 5. Yeah, see. He gave the first round to Ruiz. I gave the first round to Ruiz and the second round. And the third round, and I gave the fourth round as a 10-10. I couldn't separate it. So we're in the 5th round here. Ortiz Still working his jab, point scoring behind the jab. You got to land something behind it, though, Ortiz, man. He's just working that belly. He's working that fat, man. He's working Kung Fu Panda right here, boy. I don't think it's bothering him, man. That man is deceptively fast, deceptively tough. And there's no guarantee that you work in his belly is going to have any sort of power. You, man. And the guy's got a head like cement, man. Oh, so he's fast with the counters, man. Shit, you got to be on your game with this guy, bro. Yeah, he's just a tough guy, man. And the thing is, he's an exciting fighter, Ruiz, man. He's an all-action, come-forward, exciting fighter. You got to handle him. You got to start box him straight. He's not to be played with, man. His hands are fast, man. He's in better shape as well. He's much better shape as well. Well, I think he is anyway. He's much better shape when he fought Joshua. Is that the Fight Doctor? Shout out to EJ. Shout out to YG. What's up, Fight Doctor? I'm watching the fight live, man. Yeah, this round is a bit quiet, man. It's been quiet. The last 2 rounds from 4 or 5 has been quiet rounds. Yeah, Ortiz, Ruiz is just waiting like a spider in the trap. Oh, there you go. Ortiz is trying to mount a comeback. He's starting to mount a comeback. Good jab by Ortiz. Well, if I'm going to score this round here, I'm going to score it to Ortiz. I give it to Ortiz. He's mounted a comeback in this round. Round 4 was a 10-10 round. This round looks like an Ortiz round. And even the punch that show Ortiz up by 1 point on the output. So I ain't too far off the speech. Yeah. Ooh, they both missed there. Ooh. Yeah, I give that round to Ortiz. Round 5. He's come back. He's coming back on the cards, man. He's coming back. He's creeping up, man. Ruiz gonna bring it up. And there is the former WBC champion, the bronze bomber, should I say, Deontay Wilder. And there's Ukastav behind him as well, the one who fought Manny Pacquiao. And there is Frank Sanchez, the other Cuba. Actually, Cuba, the Cuban guys are saying that Frank Sanchez sitting next to Udanis Ugas. He's there as well. So the whole Cuban guys are out there, man. That Frank Sanchez is a problem, bro. Like, don't get it twisted about Frank Sanchez. Frank Sanchez is a problem. It's Deontay Wilder. And he's fighting Robert Helenius on October the 15th on pay-per-view on PBC and Fox pay-per-view. So make sure you check that out. EJ giving the updates. I am here in round 6. I gave Ortiz round 5. He's pulling. So I think I've only gave him like 2 rounds. Everyone's talking about Tyson Fury calling out AJ. And AJ say, boy, if you want it serious, they're looking at December and they're pushing out Usyk because Fury don't want it. He wants easy pickings. Joshua's easy pickings right now, innit? That's what he thinks. So he wants to finish off Joshua at once and before. You know what I mean? Joshua's not in a state of mind, the right state of mind, and he's Fury's working him over. We're in round 6 for this eliminator for WBC. So, you know, whoever wins this, they're looking to fight the champion, the WBC champion, which is Fury. So everyone's trying to get out there. And by the looks of it, Ruiz is on his way. He's gonna earn his way. I don't see how he fight Tyson Fury though, cause he gonna find it hard to fight Tyson Fury, bro. But he gonna give it a go though. He'll give it a go. Yeah, see the output slowed down. See round 1, it was more busier. You know what I mean? And since then they've just slowed it down. All Ruiz is doing is this. He's a fast counter puncher. That's all he's doing. He's just waiting. That's what you do. Smart. Ruiz is start trying to dictate now. Okay, Ruiz, good body shots to the ball. Ruiz struck out with another right hook. Ortiz blocking it. Who's that? Oh, that's Destiny. He's just putting his jab. Ortiz walking it down. Jab. Yo, see, there's nothing much in this round, innit? See, they got the punch stats. They got Ortiz up. You know what I'm saying? He's up on the punch stats. Ortiz starting to feel himself. Goes straight right from Ruiz. His output's gone down, man. I don't know what he waiting for. You're letting Ortiz to come back in the fight, buddy. You're letting him come back in the fight. What are you waiting for? Christmas? Christmas is coming, brethren. Good fate by Ortiz. Ortiz started to play with him in boxing. He's a big guy, man. Yeah, straight right. Oh, now he's turning it over. He should just. Ortiz ain't got no left hook. He ain't got no right hook. If he had a right hook after that, it would have sold something. Yo, if you guys are coming in, appreciate your thumbs up. Here come Ruiz with a couple of combination. You know, the highlights had this fight looking more exciting than it is. Because this round is a sleeper, bruv. It's a sleeper round, but it's exciting though. Because they got all the excitement early on. Straight left by Ortiz. And Ortiz was like he dictated, and he's got this another round up. Ruiz answers back, but this is a round for Ortiz. Yep, another round for King Kong Ortiz, man. And nothing in it. So that's 3 rounds, man. They're tied up now, isn't it? I think they're tied up on the scorecards. A bit tied up on the scorecards. Good fight, though. It's a good fight. So I got it like 3 apiece with 1 even. Going into round 7. 3 apiece? Yeah, 3 rounds apart. Yeah, because Ruiz is easy. Gave him the first, and he got 10-7 in the second. And then Ortiz picked up the other 2, and he picked up that round. So, even card. So, that's what it is. Ortiz started to mount some sort of comeback here. Not much, but he's definitely doing a comeback. Round 7. Straight left by Ortiz. Oh, Ruiz answers back with a straight right. Ruiz, straight right. Ortiz, straight left. Oh, what a right uppercut to the body. See, Ortiz. See, I already got him 2 rounds. I know Larry Harris got 2 rounds. I don't know what he did. I gave the last 2 rounds to Ortiz, man, and they give it to him as well. First round to Ortiz for 10-7. Because I gave it 10-10, so he got Ruiz up by 2 rounds, 57-55. That's what I did. I gave the last 2 rounds. Yeah, the pace is slowed down, man. Yeah, sorry for yawning, but boy, the pace is slowed down to a snail, man. Man, I don't know what's going on there, man. They need to stick this up. They need to pick this job. It's like, bro, everyone's trying to hold on to what they have. And Ruiz is lazy with it, bro. On the straight right. Ortiz down this though. See, he's just countering. He's playing a smart game, though. He's letting Ruiz lead, letting Ortiz lead, and he counting. Oh, straight right again. And on line now. Ruiz, Ortiz's feet are getting tanged up with Ruiz from the southpaw stance. Double jab. Wow. Yeah, nothing going on here. Ruiz done better in this round, though. He's doing better. Good, he's doing better. So he's starting to come back on the stats. Nothing going on here, man. Yeah, damn. Being lazy, man. Shit, man. Everyone was talking about this fight boy, but the highlights could make this fight seem like it's better than it is. Ooh, what a 1-2. That hurt him, boy. And now that's the way. There you go. And that excited. Ortiz are hurt, man. Yeah, he's hurt, and Ruiz is opening up. Yeah, and he's down again. Yeah, man, he's down, boy. 10-8, it's a 10-8 round right there, man. And he's gone back down on the scorecards, boy, because I had it tied up. And he's got his left eye swollen up as well. Ortiz is like his left eye. And that's when I say in the fight was dried up. Andy Ruiz turns up and puts Ortiz back on the seat of his pants. And he come back with another straight right. And this is a huge round for Ortiz. And he finished the round very strong. Yeah, he playing a smart game. Very cagey guy, man. Cagey. Yeah, see Ortiz's people, they're crying. The wife is bawling. They're crying, man. Look at this. Stroll. This one's a straight right. See, he thought he was going to throw a hook. So he tricked him. Now he threw a straight right. He threw the right hook no more. And that's what you do against southpaws. And now he switched it with a left. Now he threw a hook, a chopping hook, rolled. Look at that. And then he got him on top. That's what he did, Joshua. That's the same punch he got Joshua with on the temple. On the top of the temple as well. And it was beautiful. Look at this. And he rolled it. He rolled him as, oh my gosh. The guy is good, man. He's fast as well. He's deceptively fast, man. And that's a 10-8 round, and he's up, boy. He's up big on the scorecards now. He's back in charge, man. 10-7, 10-8. How many knockdowns is that? 1, 2, 3. Jeez. 3 knockdowns. He's put the Ortiz down. Ortiz ain't never seen the canvas down there. Jeez. The man's been down. This is a good fight, man. Solid fight. Huh. Well, Ruiz, man, jeez. You can see why he gave Joshua problems. He's a very credible contender, man. He's a very problematic heavyweight. Sheesh. You just don't have to fight him. You just don't have to stand with him. But eventually, you're gonna have to. He just changed the whole trajectory of the fight. And now Ortiz is trying to mount a comeback again now, innit? He's gonna have to show something out here, bro. He's gonna have to show something because that Ruiz is dangerous. Wilder, listen. Oh, they went toe to toe with each other. There you go. That was beautiful, man. Both of them went for each other. Yeah, Ortiz has lost a bit. He's lost a little bit of pepper on his power. Power doesn't seem the same no more. His jab definitely is not carrying that much weight behind it either. Straight right from Ruiz. Ortiz jab. Yeah, he's just trying to pour, trying to feel. He's trying to melt himself back in, build himself back into the fight. Left eye swollen up. Jab. Ortiz keep pouring with that jab. Again with a jab. Oh, this is a technical fight, man. Oh, Ruiz is playing a very smart way fight. You can see these two are crafty, man. It's a very good even match. I even think Ortiz in his prime would have trouble because it's the style in it. Ruiz is a fast counter. He's a very fast counter puncher. You know what I mean? Explosive, and then he's got a good upper body movement. See? Just look at him. He knows what's going on in it. He's what he's good at is what he's good at, man. He's good at up close, and he's deceptively fast. Feet fast, man. Close on the range. I think if Joshua fought him now, like just trying to keep him off is a problem, man. It's a problem. Yeah, it's a problem because as he sleeps and gets closer, and so and the thing is, he's not using TikTok. Actually, his head's usually going from side to side. Yeah, Ortiz is struggling. It's Ruiz again, man. Ruiz is picking up the rounds, and that's another round in the bank for Ruiz. And yeah, the fight is definitely exciting. The corner can't be saying much. He got rid of Manny Robles. He got rid of Canelo, Eddie Venoso. He's got some guy in the corner. He's cool with him. And Ruiz is there, man. I don't even know the trainer, but they're doing a good job. That mouthpiece is big, man. Got it out. Yeah. The first Mexican unified champion, boy. Heavyweight. Mexicans had all the belts in other weights class, but this is the first one, man. He's the first. History is historic. And he's still got time on his hands. What's that man saying? Don't worry about that, man. Sugar Shane. And then his dad, Jack. What's up, Shane? Looking like the macho man there. Who's that? Eddie Murray. Baseball 2003 Hall of Famer. So it's those stars. Round 9, and Ruiz is comfortably on my scorecard up. And it's up all in Ruiz. Ooh! And a cower back with a right hook again. And Ruiz's leg unwobbling. Every time he opens up, Ruiz... is he down? That looked like a down. Ruiz got caught down? Or he pushed him down? Whoa. Ruiz's face is swelling up as well, you know. That round started fast, man. Ortiz would look like he put him down, you know. I don't know, the referee didn't want to count it. Ortiz looked like he landed the shot. I don't know why the referee didn't count it. Maybe he didn't think it's a push, but it looked like a punch to me. Oh, another straight right by Ruiz, and his timing was beautiful. Ortiz is right. He's open for that. See, the southpaw was open for the straight right, and a lot of left hooks to the body, left hook to the head. He's open to all them shots. Southpaw was always open for that. My gosh. Yeah, Ruiz is this is the Staples Center. They changed the name now. It's called Cryptic Arena now, or something like that. They've changed the name now. It's no more Staples Center. Oh man. Ortiz, man, you're way behind on the scorecards, buddy. And you need to come back. Ortiz. What's this here? Oh, okay. Oh, straight right, left hook from Ortiz, from Ruiz. He's up three rounds, but on Larry Hazard seniors card, 76 to 73. Yep, Ruiz. He gave Ortiz the last round. I didn't. Nah, I didn't give him the last round. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing in the last round. Right here, round 9. Good fight. Good fight. The undercard was good as well. There was an exciting fight on the undercard. A slugfest, man. Old-fashioned slugfest tear up. One guy was cut up in his head. He was bleeding in his head. It was good. Let's see what Ruiz is going to do. Yeah, Ruiz, good straight. What was it? Right hook to the body. See all the right hook, straight right. All these punches, yeah, these the southpaw can't see. Yeah, Ortiz landed his straight left. He hasn't done that for a while, man. It's where his feet's a balance. He can't land these shots, man. Should be landing. He should be opening more. Maybe because of his age. He maybe turned old overnight, man. He's definitely heavy-handed, but Ruiz is just active, man. Active. Active hands, active feet, combinations. Great counter puncher to patience. Man, he's just got the playbook on Ortiz. And Ortiz is good boxer. Yeah, Ortiz is reaching and missed, and that's another round for Ruiz, and he knows it. As he bangs his hands on his chest as he walks to the corner. And what a great fight. Good heavyweight fight. Definitely lived up to it. Look at that right hook. Puts him down again. Look at that. They're showing replays of earlier on. And Ruiz finds himself on the canvas again. This guy was once the boogeyman of the division. I can honestly say, hands down, this Ruiz guy may be the boogeyman. Andy Ponce Ruiz, as his full name is. He may be the boogeyman of the division. I'm telling you, man. Look at that. Woo! Puts him down, man. And this is impressive, man. This once guy was the most feared guy in the division, and Andy Ruiz is dealing with him, bro. And then his eyes swell up, and he's not a guy like, bro. And the only guys to buck him up, yeah, is Deontay Wilder. Back-to-back fights. Good fights as well. He robbed up Deontay Wilder as well. And Ruiz is and Ortiz's eyes swell up on the, I believe on the right side. On the left-hand side, so the right hand. Left-hand side, his eyes swell up. See, Ortiz, like 2 rounds, you're going to have to change this around, buddy. Back in the days, they used to do 15 rounds, man. How fit do people have to be to do 15 rounds? They have to do some serious training, boy. Running, training, sheesh, crazy. Yeah. Well, they're being patient. The pace has slowed down again. And Ruiz doesn't mind. He's up on the scorecard, so he won't mind that. Boy, it's up to Ortiz. If he wants to open up, Ruiz will oblige him. Yeah, that's the way I see it. You don't want to open up, then that's cool with him. That's cool with me. Good jab. Ortiz walking in though, getting jabbed. Yeah, he gives Ortiz some acknowledgement. Ortiz just still popping his jab. Yeah, you need to be. Is that all you're gonna do? Oh, good left hook round. Yeah, see, he's out boxing. See, he's got very good boxing skills. See, he starts to mount a little comeback here. Starts to mount a comeback here. Oh, jab again. Yeah, he's starting to. He knows he's down on the scorecards. He's doing the what? Ortiz. 2 rounds, but I don't know, man. You need to do better than this, bro. So they've even landed 58 apiece. So, but I think power shots, Ruiz is blatantly. Oh, good jab by Ortiz. Good jab. He's starting to get into a rhythm. The Havana Cuba rhythm. Start to bounce on his feet. He should have been on that. Should have got that rhythm. He should be playing that salsa music as he came down. Get into that rhythm. Putting them hands on him. And just keep popping that jab. That's what he needs, man, to bring himself back into the winning column. Another jab. Another jab. Oh, Ruiz is trying to turn southpaw and he changed back. Yeah. Oh, that roundhouse right hook just missed the Ortiz. Oh, that's it. Yeah, well, Ortiz came back, but hey, a little too late on the cards, buddy. A little too late. We're coming into round 11, and I got Ortiz, I got Ruiz up. They gonna tell him, yo, hey, Padre, you're down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, his eyes, they got the end swell. They're doing a good job. See, the end swell, they're doing a good job. See, when you end swell, you just put the pressure and keep the swelling go down, innit? They're doing a good job with the end swell. You need to put end swell on top of the eyes, man, because his eyelid is swell up. You need to do it on the top. Put the swelling back on the end of the top of the eyelid. They're doing all right. They're done all right, though. They're gonna put that in the end swell. They're gonna put the end swell back on the top of the eyelid. Yeah, I think it's more sensitive on the top, actually. Hey, my mouthpiece. Yeah, see, he's trying to say uppercut. Yeah, trying to tell him to do uppercut, bro. Ba, and then throw the uppercut. He lost his rhythm, though, buddy. He's trying to find his rhythm now. Ruiz knocked him off his rhythm. He's knocked him off his square, is what we say over here. You know what I'm saying? My man, Ruiz knows he's got the dubs. It's all in the book. Like, what's going on? And we are going into round 11, people. Let's see if we can, if Ruiz can listen and implement what his corner told him to do. He said, throw the jab and I want him to throw a right uppercut. It's a right uppercut. Yeah, right uppercut. No, left uppercut. My bad. You want to throw him a left uppercut. So let's see if he's going to do it. It's true, though. Throw a left uppercut. But feet have to be in the right place to land that, though, innit? Nah, he ain't listening to his corner. Andy Ruiz, on the other hand, he's fast, man. He's striking like Cobra-like speed. Striking, efficient. They ain't no joke, you know. This guy's looking good. He's just playing ping pong with Ortiz. Head movement. Excellent, man. Doing good. Fantastic, mate. Fantastic, I'm telling you. Really good. Oh, he got him again. I got him straight right again. And Ortiz is wobbling. And see if Ruiz can put him back down. That's another straight right again. And he's winning the round, man. And this is all going wrong for Ortiz. You know, with one eye, and Ruiz this is all Ruiz, man. And he's the real deal, man. What he did to Joshua is no fluke. Oh, another straight right. He lands flush. Yeah, no joke. Body shot from Ruiz, foot speed. He's looking the business, man. He's looking a bit on a real good game, tough, world class heavyweight. And Ruiz is coming in his own, and he's making a statement right here, man. And another right hook he lands. Ortiz trying to counter, but he's just too slow. And I think the timing old and it's just maybe the knockdown of Wilder's affect him, but he's still durable because he knocked out Charles Martin. And also Andy Ruiz looked awful in his last fight with Chris Arreola. I didn't think he looked good, and I didn't think he won that fight, in fact. But in this fight here, looking like $1 million, man. He's looking at, he reminds me of the guy who beat Anthony Joshua. Maybe it's a style thing, maybe it's a style thing, but he looks really good. It seems to me he can't keep up a long pace. So when he wants to rest, you need to make him work. That's what it seems to me with Ruiz, man. You make him work every second of it. And then don't let him take breathers, because he works in spurts. Look at him. So he's resting and he's saving up in spurts. So he's already won the round already. I don't care what Ortiz does in this round. He's already won this round. Ruiz, and he got his hands up. Yeah, he knows. He's already won the round. Yeah, they know as well. That was a good. Yeah, they got that round easy, bro. Shook him up. Here we go. They're going to show the replay. Now he just threw it straight down the pipe, and he got caught himself actually. But Ortiz was the one who looked more hurt from it. They actually caught each other actually. Look at that. Yeah, he actually caught each other, but caught each other, but Ortiz was hurting more, man. He was hurting more. And look at him coming through. Look at this. They're gonna show it again. Look at that. He fainted with the jab and he got caught. Look at his eyes roll back in his head. God, that man is jabble, bro. See? And he ain't listening to his corner because his corner said put the jab, and they wanted him to throw a right uppercut, and he didn't do it. So he ain't listened to his corner. Last round, round 12. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Ruiz is playing perfect game plan. Are they're going to slug him? Perfect game plan, and everything's working for him, man. Oh, good left hook by Ruiz. Ortiz is throwing caution to the wind right here. Oh, they actually threw the uppercut. And now he threw a hook. See, there you go. It worked. The uppercut did work. Now he's going for it, man. That was a good shot. See, the uppercut did work on Ruiz. See, it did work on him. See, he had to believe it now. He should have threw it from early. Should have been faster. But see, Ruiz is a good counter. As he throws the uppercut, he eats it and comes back with his own hook. So the man's used to his mouth bleeding now. Ruiz's mouth is full of blood, man. So he's like, he must have busted his lip inside his mouthpiece. And they both battered. Both battered warriors here in the 12th round. And the points landed, they have Ortiz up by 2 points, 74 to 72. But Ruiz is landing more damage him. Oh, there you go, uppercut again. So he's landing it. The uppercut's landing well now on Ruiz's head. But it's a little too late. Ortiz, you need more of that. You should have done more of that earlier on, buddy. Yeah, you should have started fast. You should have started the fight fast, man. Yeah, if you start at a faster pace, because the uppercut's working, doing the right. Oh, Ruiz counting him in the straight right. Wow. And this is a very good fight. Oh, straight right. Straight left from Ortiz, so I say. Straight left from Ortiz. That left uppercut from Ortiz, man. Nice. Ruiz answers back with a straight right. A hook. So I say a roundhouse hook. Another straight right. Yeah, the destroyer is definitely destroying, man. Ortiz needs to land some of the more uppercuts, man, than left uppercuts. Lift his head up. Yeah, push. Right, push. Yeah, you see, punched on the break. What's man? Get out of there, ref. Yeah, of course he's fine. Of course he's fine, man. Get out of there, ref. Of course he's fine, man. Get out of here. Oh, uppercut again. Left uppercut again. Now he's starting to fight. Now he's finding it well, man. Ortiz missed his. He should have been on this earlier on, man. It's too late, man. The fight's gone. The corner told him what they had a game plan. And Ortiz never worked, and there. See, Ortiz on. It's too late. He got 17 seconds. Ruiz looked like he's in trouble actually in this last round. Actually, you know, Ortiz at 10 seconds left on the clock, and the fight's over, man. Ortiz too late for Ortiz, man. And he's on it. You know, they're fighting back though. They're fighting. Ruiz is already up on the scorecard. He got the knockdowns, and that's it, man. Yeah, it was too late for Ortiz, man. Had a good game plan. We just didn't implement. Maybe he's getting too old. I couldn't even tell you, but a great win for Andy, the Destroyer Ruiz. Congratulations, man. That was a great win. I think next for him, maybe I don't think Deontay Wilder wants to see this man in the alley, but I don't think he wants to see him. I don't think he's no part of Ruiz. No way, man. No way. No way. He'll probably beat Wilder, bruv. I'll tell you right now. That Ruiz right there, if he fights like that, he'll beat Wilder, bruv. He'll eat Wilder straight right all day for lunch, dinner, breakfast. In my opinion. Ruiz, Ortiz done well. He showed Ruiz is tough though. You know what? He actually done better. He done good like Joshua. Andy Ruiz has good striking power, but ain't the one to just knock you out cold on your back. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because look, if it was, Ortiz wouldn't have finished the last round, 12th round. See, look at him, he keeps getting up, so it's not like he hits to the point where it's the thing. He hits good, decent heavyweight power, but he's got a decent chin in it. Ortiz as well, Ruiz as well. He's got a good chin as well. What a great fight! Great fight, man. Great fight. If you haven't watched it, check it out. It's on Daily Motion. The scorecards. There goes scorecards. Let's go to the score. Let's get the scorecards going.
Judging ringside, Fernando Villarreal scores about 113 to 112.
Both of them, yeah.
Judges Eddie Hernandez Sr. and Zachary Young both scored about 114 to 111.
Yeah. That's what it was.
All three in favor
of
the winner of the WBC Heavyweight World Title Eliminator, the Destroyer.
They got the right guy, man. He's tough, man. He's a tough guy. He's a very exciting guy. You know, he fights in a way that a mannerism that, you know, if you're a fan, you enjoy. You just enjoy. It's a good fight. That was a very good fight. I enjoyed that, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Yeah. Fight Doctor's there in the house, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to YG saying, yeah. Sorry I missed it yesterday night, but you know, I caught up today. Let me bring up to date in the picture. But that was a good fight, man. I always knew that was going to be a good fight. Oh yeah. Let me see what's going on here. I always knew that was going to be a good fight, and it was. It was a good fight. A good fight for the fans, and you need that. You need them sort of fights, man. So no one jumped in. And what's next for Ruiz? Well, Ruiz is next in line for the WBC, or it's him or Hellenius and Wilder. So that's what we're gonna find out. Let's see what Dan the Man, if anything, he's saying, and Destiny and stuff like that. All right, let's see what Dan the Man's saying, because he's on to Dan the Man's on there. What's Destiny saying? What's she saying? 1 minute.
Like, you sick. Like, I don't even know what's going on. Like, I'm confused. Like, hold on a minute. Like, you sick. He got all the belts. So, of course, he gonna say what he wants. And, you know, he gonna say what money he wants and all that good stuff, right? I'm confused. Like, ain't he supposed to do all of that? Like, I'm really confused. He got all the belts. Like, Tyson, like, what's really good?
Yeah, I was actually talking about this. I think, honestly, I don't think this is all cap. I don't think this fight's going to happen in December. I mean, still a big fight either way, but I think Tyson Fury and his management team, or not management team, but I think Tyson Fury didn't expect Anthony Joshua to respond to this and call his bluff. I think Frank Warren and Bob Aaron's pissed now, so Tyson Fury pretty much dug himself in a bit of a hole, so he'll try to find a way to weasel himself out of this situation and say Anthony Joshua ducked the fight as usual, which we all know the case. That I'm glad Joshua did call his bluff But realistically, is he actually ready to fight this guy in December? No, I don't think so. I don't think Eddie Hearn knows that.
B-side,
but the point is, he responded to his
B-side,
and called it bluff. So we'll see how this plays out.
But that you're the B-side. You got to take it now. You got the opportunity, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got a chance, opportunity to fight for another belt. You take it, like, you know, you're not the A-side no more. Like, you know, you're a shot caller. See, if Fury's honest, then they could roll. You know, I think you take it. I think if I'm AJ, I'll take that joint. Tell you that right now. But Ruiz is in line. You know what I'm saying? Who said he? All right, let me see if that man's on. See if that man's on. Where's that man? So that man's gonna run her YG. All YG care about is Game of Thrones, bro. That's what he care about. YG Game of Thrones was whack, man. It's not that good. Not that good at all. I don't think so. Let me see if that man. He ain't around. He's probably working at this time. Man. All right. So what we got here? Well, waiting for my guys to jump in. Why wait for them to jump in? Let me get Fight Doctor. Fight Doctor. You know, Fight Doctor be hating on that new Joshua as well. He's a prime hater, man. Oh, here we go. We got someone. Who is? I bet it's Dan the man hating himself. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, call me the hater. I know that's what you give me. Give me the tag of being the hater. What's going on?
All right, so let me say my piece first, right? So in the UK, and I believe, yeah, that Tyson Fury would want to fight Andy Joshua because he's easy pickings, right? This is a vulture sport. Joshua's just lost. He's pricking his pride, and I think he could be trolling him. So Andy Joshua goes, if you're serious, then you shit my manager. I don't really do this on social media, right? So Tyson Fury is going to help his manager. But if it is, December's cool. And because the thing is, you got to think about it, right? If you're making a fight with Usyk, right? Yeah. And you know you have to concede. You've only got one belt. He's got the most belts. So I don't think they're asking 50-50 because they want to make money as well. So they're playing hardball, right? Remember, like AJ was playing hardball, then Wilder and Fury met up. So AJ is desperate now. He might be desperate. He wants this belt back. That's the fight he always wanted. So Fury's giving the opportunity. So AJ's like, yo, I'm on that. Because this is a chance of redemption. It's a style that he would suit him better. You know what I mean?
Right.
Stylistically, it's better for AJ. You know what I mean? I don't have to think too hard. He's right there in front of me. And Fury's right. Well, boy, AJ's for the pickings. He's just been beat by a man. He's wobbled up. His confidence not there. And if you're Frank Warren, they'd rather take that. Frank Warren and Bob Arum, they'd rather beat Eddie Hearn in that than do with Usyk and do with Usyk later. Because if you fight with Usyk, and you lose your cachet, and there's a chance they could. So I know in a minute you say your piece, but I think there's a real big possibility that fight would happen in December. I really will think that was because if they or they're using it as leverage to make let Usyk understand. Well, if you don't want it, I'll fight AJ. They could be using it as leverage. So go ahead, Dan, talk your piece.
Yeah, you know, that makes sense. I'm not arguing that. However, I would say, though, that you have to factor in the zone here because the zone's going to be like, well, wait a minute, hold up. So if you're going to allow Joshua to fight on a rival network, this is like the second fight in a row that we weren't able to get him exclusively on our network. So we need to make money on this. We just signed him a lifetime partnership. So we need to do something here. We're not going to give him up to Fury. You know, they're not going to do that because look, think about it. This guy's coming off 2 consecutive losses, 3 of his last 5. So right now, the zone is like, no, man. Right now, you're going to have to make money for us at this point. So that's why I think. So I say this is going to be difficult to sort out. I know Fury said that we sent over the term sheet, blah blah blah. Supposedly that's what they did. But other than that, I don't think the zone's going to be on board. I'll be honest with you. I really don't think, and neither is Eddie Hearn.
No, I think they are. I'll tell you why. Yeah. I think they do it joint. BT ain't got no problem with the zone. The zone's got different subscribers. I think they do a joint pay-per-view. I don't think there's a problem here. I don't think that what you're stipulating that's a problem. I don't think that's a problem. I think that's not a problem at all because Andy Josh is still with them. They have it on the zone and they have it with BT. And Frank Warren's easy like that. He doesn't care because let's make the fight. Whoever you broadcast it on BT, we broadcast it in the zone.
Yeah, whoever wins the fight has exclusive rights afterwards.
No.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's how joint broadcast works.
Dan, they both have Tyson Fury, who's with BT, and with Zone. Who it's not. They can both pull it on their networks. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, right? So when it's HBO and it was Showtime, they both had Conor McGregor, Mayweather Pacquiao. So when it's point, they split it down the networks. That's the problem. If you're stipulating that the networks are the problem. I'm saying it's not a problem, right? So no, there's no exclusive rights. Whoever wins, it's like they both have their subscriber bases because they want to share it multiple times on their platforms. I don't think there's a problem with it. I don't think there's a problem because Josh has got shares in the contract. There's not a problem. We can have it on the zone. We can have it on both. I don't think this is going to be a problem here. I don't think that there's going to be a problem. I think if anything, we got to look at the supply and demand. And Usyk's not really in demand. He's not. I told you it's boring. I did say it's boring. I told you.
He won
the fight. He won the fight. No, he won the fight. And he won the fight. Whether I think he's boring or not, he won the fight how he won the fight. But you're talking about Joshua and Fury. That's exciting, bro. Because you know why?
I agree.
Personally, everything about it, that's the fight that people want to see. It's like Wilder and AJ. That's the fight people want to see. You know what I mean? Like Usyk is like, he's an anomaly. He's like, yo, how's this guy doing this? But it's like, but he's doing it. So he's the guy. And now you're dealing with these guys and they're telling you that we demand this, that, the other, and Fury. Now, listen. Now, let me ask you this, right? And this is the thing. Can Fury get that sort of money from Usyk? He can't. But can he get that money from AJ? He can get, he can generate quite a lot of money with AJ, right? More money than he can with Usyk. And that's where I feel this fight could happen. And in that regard, I don't think there's no stipulation. And I think Frank Warren wants it to get back at Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn wants it to get back at Frank Warren. I think the network, the zone need it. I think BT need it. I think the both of them sit down and say, we might as well have it together. And then the winner goes forward and calls out Usyk after. That's what I think.
I mean, look, let me clarify my point about network exclusivity. What I'm saying is just like HBO did with Showtime did with Pacquiao Mayweather. Yes, it was a joint pay-per-view. What I'm saying is whoever the winner of that fight is get the rights to rebroadcast it afterward exclusively. That's what I'm saying. That's the norm. Like the same thing what HBO did with Showtime with Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis.
Both of them showed it though.
No, I get that. What I'm saying is, no, whoever wins that fight, let's say, for example, Lennox Lewis beat Mike Tyson, right? HBO won the exclusive rights to rebroadcast afterwards. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, hold up, stop there, right? They both rebroadcast. They both put it on.
No, they did. Showtime never rebroadcast that fight. No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Listen. When the fight was aired, it was on Showtime, right?
I know that.
All right. Listen. It was aired on Showtime, right? On Showtime on their platform, you can watch the replay as many times as you want. So what I'm trying to say,
not Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson. No, they didn't.
Listen, Dan, that stuff you're talking about, no one cares.
I'm telling you that HBO won the rights to rebroadcast that fight. I'm telling you that.
Dan, no one cares about that. You know what I mean?
I'm just letting you know that's what it is.
And I'm trying to say that's not going to be a problem. No one cares about that.
Okay, I'm just telling you that's what's going to be.
All right, fine. No, Dan, no one cares about that. What they care about is the fight happening.
I agree.
And when I'm talking about how I think right now there's a possibility of it. But I think Fury could be doing it just to show them, if you don't take the fight, I'll go here. And that's what I think he's showing them. Because
of course he is.
He's trolling. But at the same time, Anthony Josh is bit. He's bit because it's like, yo, He has to bite. It's like, well, you know, is there a real opportunity? Okay, if you're definitely serious, my management group's here, talk to them. But obviously he's not. He's not gonna do that. But then he's there. But then see, yeah, I like the way Joshua called him out and said called his bluff and say, well, if you're on it, talk to my group, and if it doesn't, then we then keep it moving. Don't call my name for clout chasing. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
Yeah, that's true.
I need to go get the belts back of this guy. And Frank Warren saying we need to sit down and talk to him. The only problem we got is the money they want to generate and the venue, right? That was the real sticking points. Well, if there's Fury's thinking, well, how much money can we really generate? Well, bloody hell, he's from Ukraine. Fury's got to do all the selling. Nah, fuck, Fury's like, yo, I go do all the selling. This guy doesn't really speak English. It's true. What's he gonna say? All he does is, he shows up and fights. Nah. AJ.
Yeah, well, let's be realistic. He can't even get to him mentally. That's why he can't.
AJ, no one can, because the guy doesn't speak English. AJ, on the other hand, yeah, I could play with him. I can play with him all day.
Absolutely.
Wind him up how he lost to Usyk, and I'm still undefeated.
How he behaved.
And then the end of it, if you really think about it, then you say Fury's a bit. If that fight was made right now, Fury's gonna mop the floor with him, because he's confident in who he is. And with Angel Fernandez and Robert Garcia against Tyson Fury, that's easy, man. That's easy money. So I think really, realistically, if they're on it, they want to go that way. Eddie Hearn would probably want to advise against it. Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua right now is not listening to Eddie Hearn right now. I don't think he's listening. As you saw, I don't think he's listening to no one. So I think there's a possibility, but I don't know. All right, let's talk about the Ortiz fight, because you briefly mentioned it and you've done a couple of live broadcasts. Shout out to Dan the Man and his channel. If you're not subscribed to Dan the Man's channel, make sure you go over there and subscribe to my man Dan the Man. All right, so that fight was a great fight. I think Ortiz is a tad old, but I think he came into his own. I think if he listened to his corner and threw the left uppercut like he did, Ruiz was in all kinds of trouble in the last round. You know what I mean? But he started too late. I think Ortiz he shows his pedigree, that he's a seriously dangerous fighter, and you could see why he beat Anthony Joshua. He caught Ortiz in the same place he caught Joshua on the top of the head. And I thought to myself, that guy, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. And you know what's funny, right? I'd like to see him versus Big Baby Miller. I would love to see that fight right there. I think that would be a classic right there. But I think Ortiz is right now a fan favorite, and I think with them. They had it in it's not the Staples Center no more. It's called something else. Bringing that Latino
arena.
Yeah. Bringing that market. I think Al Heyman has another winner. I tell you right now, Dan. I'm gonna tell you right now. I think he beats Wilder right now. I think he beats
Ruiz. Yeah, it's possible.
More than possible. I think he beats him. That style, he gonna roll up to Wilder and he start hit Wilder around that head. Nah, Wilder's in trouble. The moment he gets close to you see how he got close to Ortiz, and he rolled and came back. Nah, and he did it to Joshua as well. So the guy gets close, he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? And Wilder will want to punch. I said, yo, you're gonna hit the deck, bro. Like the guy's got a good chin. He's very smart and his hands are fast. His feet, I couldn't believe how quick his feet are, man. Like
his feet ain't that quick. They ain't that quick. That's what we have to disagree with.
Dan, he closed the distance on Ortiz. And he's got his arms. Look at Ruiz's arm; they're not long. So how's he close the distance down? His feet are fast, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm looking. He's got fast feet, and he closed the distance down, and he's right in range. That's why it's very surprising, because you look at him. I'm not saying you look at him and he's moving around fast. No, when he moves the distance, he closed the gap really, and because he closed the gap, you feel like you have to do something, and then he's ready for it. He reacts, and then bam, he's got you. And I was like, whoa. And it's like this guy, the only way you beat him, you can see Ortiz gonna beat him. You have to keep him out there and just keep boxing him. I think someone like Usyk will have trouble with someone like him. They have trouble with him because he'd have to fight. You really have to fight. But I don't know if what's his name, if Usyk can keep him off. But I think Usyk can make him miss enough and make him struggle a bit to probably just edge out of points. But it's gonna be hard for him. It'd be hard for him, man. Like these heavyweights are big. Ortiz. He can still come back again. I think he's the boogeyman thing's over. I think the boogeyman right now is this guy. Is the Ruiz, man. I think he's the boogeyman. I think he's the new boogeyman in the division. But I've been saying that Frank Sanchez is out there, bro. So
I was gonna say Frank Sanchez is probably owns that title now. But I will say this though. I agree with most of your points, but as far as being a great fight, no, I don't think it was a great fight. But again, it wasn't a lackluster as people make it out to be. It was a decent heavyweight scrap. it wasn't, it wasn't great. Maybe because Ruiz was very cautious after those two knockdowns in the second round when he felt those left hands and when Ortiz came back with, which were very hard left hands, and he felt it, and that's why he's like, oh fuck, I gotta be cautious with this guy. I can't be rushing in like I did trying to get him out of here. So he had to be very careful. So what Ruiz was doing, he was waiting for Ortiz to overcommit so he could counter him. That's what he was trying to do. So the latter stages of the fight, but. As far as Ortiz is concerned, I already state my opinion on is where he goes from here. I think he should retire, man. I think at this point, you're very old at age. Your punch resistance is pretty much gone. And though he held up through, he fought towards the end, but at the same time, he just can't take punches very well anymore. So I just think it's time for him to hang it up. He's made some decent money. He's provided enough for his family and his, daughter, especially with the special needs that she has. So just call it a career and open up a gym and start training some up-and-coming fighters. I think that's what he needs to do in Miami. That's just my opinion. So, yeah.
I think he's still got things to do. I think he's old though. I think he's old, and I think he's definitely punch resistance is not the same. But then he can still make exciting fights. I would have loved to see him and AJ. AJ should have fought him. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what? Right now, I favor Anthony Joshua beat him. But if this was the Ortiz that fought Wilder before he fought Wilder in 2017, 2018, I think that Ortiz would have beaten Anthony Joshua. But right now, no, I favor Joshua to win that fight because, he is a southpaw, but he is stationary, so he's there to be hit. This is not Usyk, who constantly moves around, who's light on his feet, who's very fast and is very good defensively. And by the way, has very great punch resistance. So, yeah, Anthony Joshua, I favor him to beat him if they were to fight. But as far as my thing, going back to Joshua real quickly, I don't see that fight happening. I would love to see him and Fury fight, but to your point though, I do think the reason why Fury will want that fight now because he can make more money than he would fight Usyk, and it's an easier fight. Let's be realistic.
Yeah,
it's an easier fight.
It is. Yeah. It's much easier. It sells more. It definitely. I think the fight should happen in America.
Yeah.
I think it can. I don't know how Fury think, but if Fury can't fight and that's another thing as well. Fury, maybe the reason why he wants to fight Anthony Joshua, maybe he can't leave the UK.
Yeah.
I don't think people forgot about the ban, bro. He's been locked down. Him and the MTK. He's been hold to a halt in it. You know what I mean? Because before, he was like, I'm giving my license up and this and that, and Frank was like, hold on a minute. Anthony Joshua's just lost. Throw him a lifeline. And give him in December. Huh? Really? Yeah, and we don't have to UK. You know what I mean? They're like, oh yeah, you know what? Let's see if he bites. And I think that's what I said to you. Then I think he's been told to say these sort of things. You know what I mean? I think he's been directed. I mean, everyone's talking about it, and it's like we wouldn't think because we're thinking Fury. But this is the thing: Fury's never said he wants to be undisputed because really and truly, he's beat Vladimir, right? He beat Vladimir. So he's been the man, right? He's been the man. He's had all the belts. He's the only one who's had all the belts. He hasn't had them all at once, right? So
well, actually, Riddick Bowe was actually the first guy to do that. So I'm just letting you know.
No, I'm talking about right now. He's the only guy right now who's had all the belts right now. I'm not talking about in the past. We're talking about current, yeah? So he's the only guy, but he hasn't had them all at one time. But in terms of what his status is, this is why with MTK, he's traveled. I still think he's on the travel ban. We haven't talked about him much. So if he's on the travel bans and Anthony Joshua's in the UK, he's in the UK. Usyk wouldn't mind fighting the UK again. But then he's like, well, I don't want to fight that guy. Because you know why? If you really think about it, Fury's going to be in a situation where even though I beat him, it's not going to be good because he's from the Ukraine. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not a good situation. I beat up this guy. He's from the Ukraine. He's conjured up war. I don't know about that. But Anthony Joshua, that guy who's running up his mouth saying, I've done this, I've done that, and he's
mentally fragile now, so it's easy to get them.
I mean, I beat Dillian and knocked out Dillian, and AJ's ready to go. I mean, I was surprised AJ answered back and said, "Yeah, if you're serious." December, was you surprised AJ answered back?
I was very surprised. I thought he would just keep his mouth shut like he usually does, but he's like, "Nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna allow." I think to your point, I think he's like, "No, I'm not gonna follow the script and allow Eddie Hearn to do all the talking for me anymore. I'm gonna do the talking."
Thank you. That's what I agree with you right there. That there, if he was like that with Wilder, he would have the Wilder fight because he looked at it like this, right? Him and Wilder could have fought many times. He could have been undisputed a long time ago, and this dilemmas wouldn't happen. And let's be real. He could have fought Wilder Fury was never in the picture. He could earn, if he lost one, it would have been great. And it's done. It's over. And then it's like, yo. And then he looks at Wilder and looks at Fury. And he's like, yo, I could have beat that guy. Why was you scared of him? And why was you telling me I'm scared of Ortiz? Because look at the guy I beat. And look how you see you made me. You're there with panic attacks on these guys. And these guys, Ortiz, he's not that big. Ruiz, look how Ruiz handled him up. AJ would have blasted Ortiz with a right hand. He would have been out like that, right? And then you would have got the credit, and you could have did it to Wilder. And you told me I should be scared of these guys and fight all these other guys. And look what you've caused trouble. So yeah, I think AJ is took control and said, "Yo, bomb you. I'm gonna respond, and I'm gonna talk what I want to talk." And I think Eddie Hearn's just quiet, can't say nothing. I agree with you.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think that's what it is at this point. But at the end of the day, is Eddie Hearn's the one who's going to finalize the deal. So Anthony Joshua can't finalize the deal, but he can make the decisions from the looks of it if he really wants it. So that means Eddie Hearn said himself that he's the boss. So No.
Eddie Hearn said he works for Anthony Joshua. That's
right.
He said
that's what I said.
Yeah, he said Anthony Joshua. So if Anthony Joshua won, that's what he's been saying. But we know that's a bloody lie, right? Because that's the case. But maybe it is true because AJ doesn't like this responsibility, but I think he's more hands-on now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, he looks at Fury too. If you look at it vice versa, Fury is a winnable fight for him as well because he's a stationary target. He doesn't move like Usyk, even though Fury does move big, very lightly for a guy who's at his size, but he doesn't move like Alexander Usyk. And plus, he doesn't have those type of legs anymore. So that's a winnable fight for AJ as well.
Let me ask you a question. You think the sanctioning bodies are happy Usyk has the belts? I don't think they are.
That's a good question. I know it's hard to say. I mean, as long as they get their sanctioning fees from him. But I guess it depends on what his purse is looking like.
Because the thing is, if you're with AJ or Fury, you're getting
or Wilder.
You're getting maybe not Wilder, but Wilder's more than Usyk. I think Wilder gets paid more than Usyk.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
I think Wilder generates more money. I think AJ generates more money. I think Fury generates more money. I don't think Usyk really generates. I think he more generates off them of what they do. He doesn't really show me capacity that he can really draw. I mean, he can draw. I mean, in the Ukraine or maybe in Russia and stuff like that. But I don't.
Well, he draws pretty well in Chicago because that's a big Polish and Ukrainian population in Chicago, so he could draw there.
Yeah, well, I think because the reason why I mentioned that because you said something. I'm going on your point that you said why are they making this belt eliminator so quickly? And he just defended the other day. And you're like, yo, they're moving pretty fast, right? So it's like, sudden, all the sanctioning bodies are moving fast to get him out of there. Everyone was cool when AJ was there because they were gonna get the biggest payday, but with Usyk, it's like, well, how much are we really gonna make from this guy? We're not gonna much, and he doesn't really speak English. We don't know his mindset. We know Joshua wants to be unified, and we know we're all gonna get paid. But with this guy, he doesn't really say anything. We don't know what he's on. Now, his earnest is on them cleanest, and their greedy, grubby hands because if this. They made massive paydays, right? With AJ, massive paydays, right?
Yeah.
They're good, right? So they're used to getting massive paydays. With Fury's like, well, boy, I'm not giving you no massive paydays. Fury's used to be in control. Now, AJ's going to accept whatever Fury's giving him at the table.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, he should do anyway. I don't know. But I think Eddie, they got to offer him decent money for AJ. So, you know what? You're the champion. I'm challenging you. All right, fine. Let's get it on. As long as it's decent and respectful. And I think Fury would, because he gave Wilder a piece. I think it was 50-50 they did, didn't it?
Yeah, they did 50-50. But obviously, when it going into the rematch, whoever won the rematch, they take the lower split, which is standard. So I don't
think Wilder had a problem with that. Because
Wilder never had a problem with that, and that's the same deal he asked for from AJ. And he's like, look, I'll take the lower split. I'll come to the UK and fight you guys. But if I win, if I beat him, I get to dictate the terms for the rematch. Eddie Hearn didn't want that. He still wanted to dictate terms should he have lost. Should Joshua have lost.
Yeah, well, let's say AJ didn't want that. AJ didn't care. And every time you ask AJ, he acted like he was scared of Wilder. Didn't want to mention his name. And it's like because of them things you did, this is the reason why Usyk was allowed to come the ladder. You didn't see him coming until it's too late. You can't. You see the thing about Dan, in the heavyweight boxing or boxing in general, like Marvin Hagler, when they, he had to get the government involved to get his title shot. When you become champion, you have to give these guys a chance chance how you gave them a chance. You can't then hold on to these things because anyhow you ain't got nothing now. You know what I mean? Well, you got a fighter and he's angry, he's lost. You know, his corner, I don't trust his. Hey, did you see the interview with that October Red?
Angel for that? Yeah, October Red. Yeah.
Talk on it.
Well, then, what? Actually, I'm sorry, my bad. What interview you talking about with October Red?
October Red, she interviewed Angel Fernandez.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I saw his interview with ID Boxing with Robert Tibbett.
Nah, man, forget that, man. October Red, bruv. He said the game plan, bruv. He actually said the game plan, bro. I'll play it, right? All right. One second, let me put it up.
Okay.
Shout out to October Red. We ain't robbing her stuff.
Yeah, shout out to October Red. But yeah, I didn't listen to her version of the interview. I listened to Rob Tibbett's version.
Well, you forget him, right?
Hey, Rob is cool.
No, he's not. He's a prick. I met him. He's a prick, right? And then and then you got Dillian White talking about. She interviewed Dillian White. These are groundbreaking interviews, you know. She interviewed Dillian White, and Dillian White told you why he turned southpaw and all that. I'm gonna play that as well. Play a little clip of that as well.
All right.
You won't mind me playing it, so it should be okay. I hope. I'm gonna get to the bit where you're the others, and I want to hear your reaction to it. You know what I mean? All right, let's get to
it. The speed kills.
We like this. This is a real Angel Fernandez. This is what he's really like when he's always. Why are you in fact? Sorry, October Red Boxing. Here with the Angel Fernandez. Welcome. This is the first time you've been on because you were always running from me. Actually,
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Should we do the good first? Why you're not good?
You know why?
I want you to tell me why.
You asked me the question, and I shall respond.
Tell me.
Yeah.
I would like you to tell me why you're not feeling good. I like to have honest conversation.
Let's get to the thing, man.
But at the end of the day, these things that are harsh, you know, you just know to get the result, you know, that everyone was, the whole team, the effort, you know, that everyone puts into it, and it's quite harsh, you know, you just know to get the result, you know, that everyone was hoping. But at the end of the day, it's one of these things that you have to look into things, you know, and we wish we could have made these things better by next week, but this is boxing, and all we have to do is just look what's next and the things that we have to make better.
Reflection, hindsight, it's a wonderful thing, isn't it? I think we've talked about that fight, but you're there, you're part of the team. One of them that's been there, from Ruiz to?
Two, yeah.
So you've been around for quite a while. I'd say that you know Joshua quite well.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy for me to sit on this side of the fence and say shoulda, coulda, woulda. I watched the fight. I watched it with commentary and everything turned off. Mm-hmm. Because I was doing a watch along. Mm-hmm. I was doing a watch along on you. Are you all right to talk about what the plan was?
Yeah, obviously the plan was just like.
Here we go, Dan. Yeah, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, cool. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. And after she said the game, after you hear him say the gameplay, there's nothing more you want to hear after that. Then after
all right,
there you go.
But let's talk about what the plan was.
Yeah, obviously the plan was just like using our attributes. You know, use the distance. You know, pushing back, control the center of the ring. You know, definitely going to the body. But at the end of the day, you could plan so many things. But when you have a man in front of you and how you're going to do this, how you're going to do that, you could go and say, oh, let's work on a jab. You know, the jab is going to be key tonight. But what if you start getting counted? So you could say so many things from the corner. You could say so many things like sitting back. But it's easy said than done. Again, you know, you have to think about not just like one.
There's not more I need to hear, you know, really. Right, I heard, keep it long, keep the distance. I said, what? I don't even know what to say. Yeah, work the body, but I was like, why do you need to keep it long, keep it this pushing back? I mean, what? That was the game plan. Got your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm a little befuddled by that because I mean, like I said before, leading up to the fight, the only chance Joshua ever got winning that fight is to apply relentless pressure on Usyk. That's the only way. You cannot fight him at long range. I'm not saying it's suicide, but you're pretty much giving him, all the room to operate and, to beat you. You should have learned from that the first fight. Why are you giving him space to operate like you did last time? I'm surprised about that. And I think the reason why he said that is because, again, the gas tank, the durability is probably what came into question. They wanted to preserve Joshua for those things in the later rounds. That's what they were hoping for. But, body work, yeah, definitely that was ideal. That's what they were working on. And Joshua had some success doing that. But at the end of the day, like I said, you're going up against a guy who's been around the block, who's vastly experienced, who's seen so many styles, he knows how to fight many styles. So I am kind of surprised to hear that he said that they want to keep it long. I'm like, oh, come on, man. That was the last time you guys lost the fight the first time.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No, I was going to say, again, you could at least close the gap. I mean, to be fair, Joshua did adjust to close the gap, but it still wasn't enough. But you should have did that early in the fight, But it is what it is.
Dumb. All right, let's hear from Dillian. Right? So we're gonna Dillian's strategy on turning southpaw. I mean, she was nailing it, bro. When I say grafting, the girl's grafting, bro. I want to hear your reaction to this one because when I heard the Angel Fernandez thing, I said, man, that guy's dumb. You know what I mean? That guy's straight out dumb. You listen. Your best job is to get close to the guy and try to work him like you did in round 9. And that was the most success AJ ever had. So why the heck were you trying to still keep it long? I mean, what the frig were they doing down there? And that's what Mr. Bashir said to me. He said they're doing bullshit. Angel, he hasn't got no clue.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, we would work the jab. What, bruv? Why you want to do that for? And we work the body. Everything, it should have been infighting, holding, tying. And, that's why AJ is ineffective. You know what I mean? With this guy in the corner, and, if you want to check the interview later on, actually, I'll post it to you if you want to check it out. You hear more stuff, and I said, this guy sounds like, remember Aaron Snowell? You know
I know Aaron. Yeah, I know who that is.
Who do you used to be with?
Aaron Snowell used to be with, who was that fighter? Jesus.
Mike Tyson, bro.
Oh, yeah, Mike Tyson, yeah. Oh, yeah, I know Aaron Snowell. Yeah, I know that guy. He literally came in as like a novice with no training experience whatsoever. I don't think did he debut with Mike Tyson or he debuted with someone else?
Debuted with Mike Tyson versus who? Buster Douglas.
I thought it was Carl the Truth Williams.
Buster Douglas in Tokyo.
Okay.
They didn't even bring an Enswell. He was saying,
oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Remember he was saying to Michael, I care about you, Mike. I love you, Mike. You remember that stuff in the corner?
Yeah, he wasn't giving him no instructions, and that was very surprising to me. I'm like, this guy, and I read something about this many years ago. I was like, this guy literally had no background at all, no amateur background in training fighters. He literally had nothing. He
did. He's got amateur background, but
I'm not mean amateur background as far as training is concerned. He had no background.
Mike. They brought him in, but he's known about the Pence. He's known about the Mr. Bashir around that camp. He knows what he's doing. But what I'm saying is that they were partying so much in the night before that they forgot they had to fight. Oh, we're just gonna go in and win. They didn't even have an Enswell. They wasn't organized. They wasn't structured, and they just thought Mike was just gonna go in and knock them out. And Buster wasn't about it. And my thing is this, right? He was saying the same thing with Angel, and these are the guys. Mike Tyson, he loved the bloodsuckers because they make me feel good about myself. Come on, Mike. You see the guy was talking like him and Mike was in a relationship. Now, if you listen to Angel Fernandez, sounds exactly the same. Different person, same thing. Just sucking Angel's blood. They ain't got no clue. Go ahead.
It's funny though, because Usyk commented about this too. He said, "Look, I like AJ, and when I try to calm him down, I was going to tell him, look, I'm offered to have, I'm offered to train you. I'm not train you, but I'm offered to spar with you, show you some pointers, this, that, the third." He also said that Joshua's problem is that he's got too many bottom feeders in his camp. So that's what Usyk said. Lennox Lewis said the same thing indirectly as well. So just recently.
Yeah, he likes them. You can't when you got them around you, Dan. Bro, no one likes people being horrible to you. They're not horrible to you. They're very nice, but they're not good. But they're not good for you either. You know what I mean? They're not good for you either. Like, people can be very nice to you. It doesn't mean they're good for you either. All right, let's hear what he says about him turning southpaw out of his own words. That's what I'm trying to tell you. These interviews are gold, right? So when you hear what he said that word, like, I'll play it for a bit and then you can hear for yourself. All right, let's get to it.
Okay.
How the fight went?
The fight was, I wasn't my normal self. You know, obviously, sometimes in fight, things happen in life, and, you know, sometimes you should be in a place that you're not in and whatever. Obviously, you know, I mean, there's a lot of controversy in the fight. British boxing board of control and WBC rules state if a fighter goes down after the bell, you're not allowed to wave the fight off. The fighter needs time to be allowed time to get up, go to his corner, get checked up by a doctor, see if he's fit to continue, and then the fight goes on. And obviously, got hit with a good punch, but I wasn't rocked. It's boxing. I've been down before in fight and got back up. Obviously, I got clocked and I got full-on two-on pushes, two-on push like that. People are going to say I made excuses or whatever. If it was the other way around, I did the theory, there'd be a big controversy. But that's life. You know, in life, you get lemons, you make lemonade, or you just fucking throw them away. So, you know, I've been pissed about the fight, but it is what it is. Heavyweight division is 1 or 2 fights can be back in position to have a rematch with him again. You never know, and there's heavyweight boxing, you know. And obviously, I'm still one of the biggest draws in heavyweight boxing. So,
we are always guaranteed to get entertaining fights with you. One of the things that we do look forward to is the pressers. I know you and Fury, you know each other. You've worked together before, so that kind of like to and fro, maybe a bit of Aggie banter. We didn't get it, and we really wanted to see that.
You know what? It's not every time.
Yeah, I get it.
It's very hard for me alone to. He give other fighters shit. He didn't give me no shit. He fought other fighters aggressively. He didn't fight me aggressively. So that tells you something about me and about him, because it tells that he respects me. You understand?
Oh, Lord.
So it's so much of respect. I'm not going to disrespect them. You know, was very respectful in the fight as well as he was in the build-up. You know, so it's very hard for me to go and start throwing stones at someone who's not doing anything. You know what I mean?
And we move to the fight of the game plan. Everybody knows your nickname. It's
here we go, bro. She goes in, bro. This is some good stuff, Dan. I'm telling you, this is some good stuff here, man. Already,
yeah.
What's your thoughts on what he said? Because to me, most of the time in pressers, he always starts it off. He always goes at people, but he said Fury didn't stand anything and whatever. But what you said? What's your take of what he said so far? Go ahead.
I didn't like the fact that he said that. Well, we've been sparring for many years. He knows me and I know him, so there's a respect with us. So that's why I didn't want to press hard against him, and that's probably why he didn't want to press hard against me. Oh, come on, man. I mean, look, this is a championship fight. You've been begging for this for many years. You finally get it, and all of a sudden, you want to treat this as if, you know, he's my friend. I don't want to hurt him or something like that. I mean, come on, man. I have to always use Mike Tyson's quotes when he told Jamal Charlo, you know, look, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know why this generation is so, you know, baby, you know, or soft when it comes to this mess. Because look, when Henry Tillman and I fought each other, we were buddies, longtime buddies. But when I told Henry Tillman that when we fight, we're no longer friends at that point. You know, so you gotta, you know, I mean, this is a fight. You have to win, man. If you want the title, you gotta go get it. Don't try to approach as if, oh, you know, he respects me and I respect him and this, that, and the third. That's why we fought the way we did. I don't like that. Hear that from fighters. I really don't. I mean, but at the end of the day, I just think it's another, you know, excuse for Dillian why he lost the fight. That's the way I see it. But yeah, I mean, it's good stuff from October Red, but I don't know, man. It's just Dillian is still making excuses. I mean, first he says, you know, he twisted his ankle, which is not true. Then first he said he hit his head when he hit the canvas, which is not true. Then he comes back and says he twisted my ankle. Then he says that, well, the reason why I lost the fight because I didn't want to press him so hard, just like he didn't want to press me. Oh man, I don't like hearing what Dillian is saying right now, man. I really don't like it.
Nah, exactly. All right, let's play some more.
All right.
Maximum violence. That's what we expected to see as soon from the get-go. You came out southpaw. Talk to us a little bit about that.
That was a bit of a mindfuck, obviously. You know what I mean? That was his plan. So I did what he wasn't expecting me to do before he did what I was expecting him to do. So it's just a little bit of a mindfuck. And obviously, you know, I've always been able to. I'm ambidextrous, so I can use both hands. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know that about me. So you know, it's not something that I practice. But I was like, oh, fuck it. Have a bit of fun. You know what I mean? Have a bit of fun. You know, it's, everyone makes that view is this boogeyman and this killer. But to me, I you know, it's having a bit of fun, wherever, you know.
That's what I need to say. That's all you need to listen to, bro. That's when I heard that, and she said, like, I was supposed to be maximum violence, yeah? Right?
Yeah.
If supposed to be maximum violence, then why would you go out there and try and have fun and play around? It don't make no sense. You was talking maximum violence, so If it's maximum violence, that's what you you used to be going after the guy, but you're going out, turning southpaw to try and show. To me, I'm going to tell you this is what I think. I think Dillian thinks he's a better boxer, and he showed Tyson Fury is nothing special. He thinks he's better, and I think in his mind now I'm gonna outbox him and show him I'm better than what he has. What do you think?
Right. Probably, but I think what he said though, he said more of as a mind fuck thing. I think he was trying to confuse Fury and get in his head and try to play, try to get a little mental edge in the fight, and just to say, oh, this guy's trying to go southpaw. How am I going to react to this? I think he's trying to get him.
Yeah, I know that. I know what he was trying, but you have to be effective in it, though, innit?
I agree, you have to, but he wasn't.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So, but then why? If you're not effective, then why do it? Even if you think you're trying to get his head, if you're talking maximum violence, we're back into the same thing again. You should be putting pressure on him, like AJ should have put pressure on Usyk. You should have put pressure on Fury. That's what we was expecting you to do. We've seen you do that, but but in this fight, I think he thought he could outbox Fury for whatever reason. I think he thought he was a better boxer. I mean, that's what my conclusion on what he said there is like they actually turned southpaw just to mind fuck him to show that we're actually better. He ain't, because he just said he's nothing special.
Yeah, that's true. So I don't know. Definitely a terrible strategy, but
yeah, absolutely.
Or they didn't have no strategy at all going into it, because I think Dillian, I heard somebody said that he probably didn't really want to fight Tyson Fury. He wanted Wilder more, so he was more motivated for that fight.
Yeah, that's right. And he still does want Wilder, but you see, you can't get what you want. You can't even get what you negotiate. And the thing is, he said he only wants the belt. Well, he never mentioned one time about shot at the WBC belt. In fact, he doesn't really care about that no more. I think I think Dillian more cares about fighting people than people and making names and winning money than he cared about the belt. Because he said the narrative was about the belt, and then all of a sudden the narrative of the belt changed coming to the fight. And I think maybe Fury believed. I don't think Dillian believed he was going to lose, but I think he thought, you know what, I'm going to try something different and see it work. But I don't understand that, because when you do your strategy, it has to be effectively to win. I mean, if you're not trying to fight to win, then what are we doing? In AJ Andrew Fernandez, it's like we're going to keep it long. But what are you doing? Are you trying to win, or are you just trying to, just keep it long and hopefully, Usyk is going to walk into the punch? I think both.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I think that, just to elaborate on Adrian Fernandez, what he said there, because it made me think. He probably said that because, again, they were trying to hope that Usyk will walk into the punches, and then that would be their best chance of knocking him out. Because they felt that if they overly put pressure on him, then you give Usyk time to get off his counters, and you're not going to beat him to the punch. So I think that's what he was saying. But to me, I kind of disagree. It's like, you have a better chance of applying pressure on him. That's the only way you can to beat him. You can't keep it at long range. You can't. Even if you try to get him to walk into a shot, Usyk will ride off that shot. He'll ride off of it. He'll adjust. He'll give him more space to operate. You can't do that against a guy like that.
100%, 100%, and the same with Fury and the same with Usyk, and that goes into the camp and the strategy. But listening to both Angel Fernandez and Dillian himself saying that, and I mean that's the only. I know you haven't heard that interview before, and I know you haven't heard Dillian actually say that. But listening to him, he's like, "Well, man, I can see why you lost now, man. I can see why you lost." I'm thinking that shows to me that game plan wasn't really thought out. It was more to do with ego. And so to show that Fury's nothing special, I can do what he can do better than what he can do. If Dillian said he's ambidextrous all this time, but that's in kickboxing probably, because in kickboxing your stance is square, so you can kick with either feet, right, left or right, it doesn't matter. But in boxing, you have to be effective. In boxing, you've been effectively with your jab and your right hand and definitely with your left hook. It's been very effective, right? So that's what you never use your left hook once in the fight. Barely. I think you threw a couple of body shots, but we're looking for effective aggression and maximum violence, and that's what she asked him. Don't you think maximum violence? Well, I just want to go there and turn southpaw just to mess with his brain, but that wasn't. And then AJ with Angel said, "Yo, we want to keep it long." I'm like, man, really? So I think listening to these both game plans, they're both bad. Now I tell you, one game plan did get it right was Andy Ruiz against Ortiz. Perfect game plan, and to me he secures himself as a must-watch in the division. I mean, I thought he weren't going nowhere against Arreola. I thought he weren't going nowhere, but this fight against Ortiz he's on my radar as a one to watch. And I look at the rest of the division, even Frank Sanchez and these guys. I say, you make one mistake with Ruiz, he's gonna be on your ass, bro.
Oh yeah, exactly. You can't make a mistake with him. He'll make you pay.
Yep,
he'll make you pay. And Anthony Joshua knows that very well by experience.
yeah, 100%, 100%. You know, you know what the funny thing is, when I think about the trainers, shout out to the trainers with AJ and Dillian White, whatever. They're trying to do their things, but you know, I think with all this, we live in an age of information. You have to, you know, because Andy Ruiz got it perfect. That was a perfect game plan. He was counter boxer. He was patient with Ortiz, and you know, I don't know if Wilder told him how to be that, or he just watched the footage or his team, but they're very, very effective game plan. And Dillian has an effective game plan because look, he beat Hellenius, he's beat a lot of the guys who are all the top guys. You know, when I look at Ruiz knocking Ruiz at that time, I said, yo, that's a good fight. Ruiz versus Dillian White. You know, I like that fight. That's a fight Dillian could go for. I don't know how he feels because he's been knocked out, but these are the fights that Dillian White versus Ortiz, Tyson Fury versus AJ. These are the fights that it's not really about losses right now. It's about good fights. Now, you know, whoever you pick is going to be who you pick. But hey, heavyweight division, as you can see, you know, one punch could turn it around. And I think the heavyweight division is sexy, bro. I mean, people are saying it's boring. I say, hell no.
It's not boring. No, definitely not boring.
No, you said the fight wasn't exciting. I think the fight was exciting but I think Ruiz knew he was up on the scorecards. And I think it's like, well, bro, I'm not going to take no risks. I mean, at a certain point, I thought, well, it's up to Ortiz to push the thing. But Ruiz is like, well, if you're not going to do nothing, I know I'm winning. And I think he was very patient. I think the old Ruiz would have been ambitious and try and get in there. You know what I mean? But I think he was very thought out. You know, he's not with Manny Robes. He's not with Canelo Alvarez trainer Eddie Reynoso. Yeah, he's not with Eddie Reynoso, and he's with an unknown trainer I don't really know. And I thought they put together an extremely effective game plan. Ortiz didn't work to his game plan, and I like the knowledge coming out. I like Frank Sanchez. I like these guys coming the next breather heavyweights getting a shot. And Ruiz is still in there. What is he? 23? What is he? 20? What is he? How old is he now? Ruiz.
Andy Ruiz, you think he's like 32, 31?
Oh, is he? Oh, is he? Well, he's, you know, but he's
Oh, actually, no. I think he's a little older than that. I think he's 33, 34. I could be wrong.
Andy Ruiz? Really?
Yeah.
Let me have a look at his age, though, because he looks young, man. He's got a baby face, like, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he ages pretty well.
Andy Ruiz. Let me see how old is this guy. It's Andy Ruiz, because I was impressed by him, man. I really was. I was like, and now you make, to me, I said, Joshua. I said, yo, man, you listen to this guy. Someone has popped in. 1 second. Let me see.
All right.
Joshua done well. Fight doctor. Here we go. What's up, fight doctor? Go ahead, fight doctor. Go ahead.
Yo, fight doctor's in the house on Rick James status. What's going on, gentlemen?
What's going on, man?
Yo, man, everything good, man. Give us your take on the weekend's events. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, so it was the fat man versus the old man, and the fat man won. And I think that about sums it up. Okay, you know, Ruiz looked good for, you know, fighting against the guy with no legs, and I think that's pretty much how this fight should be, the context in which this fight should be understood. If Ortiz was 5 years younger, he would have beaten Ruiz, in my opinion.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. His boxing skills. Yeah, I agree with you, but it's just.
I mean, he had no problem with keeping Ruiz out at the end of his jab. In those moments where Ruiz was just, I mean, it almost seemed like Ruiz had just resigned himself to eating jabs at certain points of the fight, and he really was not looking to do anything about it. You know, you know, in those moments where I thought that one of the things I thought that Ortiz could have done better is that when Ruiz got in close, just grab him and hold him. And I thought he may have been able to nullify some of that offense that Ruiz was able to get off when he got in close, just grab him and hold him. You know, obviously you don't have the legs to get out of the way of punches like you could, you know, a few years ago. So just grab the guy and hold the guy. Keep the guy at the end of your jab, and you know, just let the jab win you the fight.
100%. But we was just listening to Angel Fernandez talk about his strategy with Anthony Joshua, saying the strategy was to keep Joshua at the end of their jab. and work the body occasionally. What would you think about that strategy?
Yeah, well, I mean, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Joshua's a different beast. So, I mean, you know, I don't know.
You think that was you think that's the right way to fight Usyk? Keep it long?
No. I think the way you fight Usyk is you keep your lead foot on the outside of his lead foot, and throw right hands.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Bellew was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Bellew was having his way with Usyk up until the stoppage. And, you know, it was basic boxing. He wasn't doing anything. He you know, you would not have confused him for Ruiz Jr. in that fight when he was winning. Okay? With basic boxing. He was just look, Usyk had no answer for the right hand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he was catching him up top, and he was catching him with clean right hands to the body. And I thought, you know, Joshua, here's a playbook for you, right? And if someone correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't Joshua and Bellew like best friends?
Nah.
No, they're not. No.
No. They don't move in the same. Joshua moves in a circle that no one. He's very protective, bro. And you ain't getting near him. That's how Joshua rolls. He rolls like something.
Well, I thought that those guys were friends, but either way, Bellew clearly, in my mind, has set the blueprint on how you beat Usyk. And as far as I'm concerned, so did
Chisora.
So did Chisora.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Bellew and Chisora, if we're friends, that makes sense.
He didn't listen to Derek. He didn't listen to Derek either because he threw Derek down when Derek was ringside. All right. That was him. Now let's talk about Dillian. Dillian said that he when he turned southpaw against Fury, he said he just did it to confuse Fury, to show him that he's not better at. Fury is nothing special. I can outbox him. What you know? He didn't actually say that, but he's more or less in my opinion insinuating that. What's your take on Dillian? What Dillian said about his strategy for going into the Fury fight?
Yeah, it was boneheaded, I think. Yeah, he was able to outbox him. All right, he got outboxed into walking into an uppercut, and then got separated from his senses. So that strategy worked very well.
Yeah, he still feels it was illegal.
Yeah, uppercuts are not illegal in boxing, Mr. White. So okay.
He said the push when he pushed him in the canvas, he should have been allowed to get off the canvas and go to the corner and get 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I should be allowed to go to the bank and withdraw other people's money.
Yo, Fight Doctor's on one. Hey, Fight Doctor, what you been up to, Fight Doctor? You been over Rafi's channel lately? What's Rafi say? I haven't heard from him.
Yeah, I was over there a week ago. We chopped it up on the Joshua Usyk pre-fight.
Is he licking his wounds? He doesn't know what to do with himself.
He
ain't topped himself over there, no?
Yeah, well, the Joshua crowd, they're still recovering from, recent events.
Losses. Yeah.
So
it's still hurt, right?
Yeah, I think that the Joshua crowd is starting to hop off of the Joshua bandwagon and hop onto the Usyk bandwagon.
What did Rafi? I was gonna say, what did Rafi have to say when he saw AJ? AJ, he's prince of humbleness. Wild out.
Well,
he condoned it, right? He condoned it.
I think that the Joshua crowd are trying to, make excuses and offer explanations on what happened.
Oh dear.
But me personally, Joshua needs to retire, because if anything shows and proves to me that a guy his head is not in the sport, it is that outburst in the post-fight to the rematch, right? Just everything that he did after the decision was read tells me that this guy, first of all, he's not all there. He's a bottle short of a six-pack. That's the first one. Okay?
you think he's going like Jermaine Taylor? Jermaine Taylor went a bit cuckoo as well,
Yeah, well, listen. Now, something has to be said about, brain damage is a real thing in boxing. And Riddick Bowe, Jermaine Taylor. Okay, these are two guys who, have, as their careers progressed and they took more punishment, they just sort of snapped off, and just did things that just did things that normal sane people don't do.
Ikabuchi as well. Yeah,
he's
another guy.
Yeah, he's a nut. The president.
Yeah, and what a talent he was. What a waste that was. But something has to be said about the fact that getting hit in the head potentially has potentially can cause a person to do crazy things, and maybe perhaps that's what's going on with Joshua. He's just been hit in the head one too many times, and maybe he needs to retire because his heart is not in the sport of boxing. I can tell you that right now. And
I think when the Figo offered the Fury this me and Dan was just chopping up about the Fury. Fury just fed him a lifeline. Fury doesn't want to fight Usyk. He said, "I'll fight you in December." And AJ goes, "If you're serious, contact my team." What do you think about that? I mean, AJ Fury. I think you think he can get redemption in that.
Well, if he beats Fury, then of course, I mean that's hellfire redemption. If he beats Fury, but
you go ahead.
But I don't think he beats Fury. 2
losses, his confidence is not where it's at, right?
No, I don't think that his confidence was where it needed to be going into the rematch. I'll be completely honest with you. I think Ruiz ruined Joshua because he just hasn't been the same since the Ruiz drubbing. Right? Yeah. I think he pretty much ended Joshua because the guy that Joshua was prior to Ruiz, we haven't seen that guy, right? This new Joshua, this post-Ruiz beating Joshua is a totally different beast.
But that's what we talk about the trainer. The trainers come in and soften them up. We was talking, and I know I'm talking about Aaron Snow. You know Aaron Snow well? You know who that is, right?
No.
Oh shit, man!
You don't know Aaron Snowell?
Dan, tell him who he is. Dan, go ahead and tell him who he is.
Aaron Snowell was infamously the head trainer for Mike Tyson going into the Buster Douglas fight.
Okay, all right. I thought it was the other guy, the guy who wears glasses. What's his name? Who was the other trainer? Mike Tyson trainer? No, not him. I forget his name.
He was the main guy. He was the one with the big thing, that big bag pushing on Mike's face with the ice in it.
The guy who neglected to bring up. Okay, all right. I know who you're talking about. I just don't know what the guy's name is.
And then Aaron Snowell was a guy and I saw another fight with him. I don't know if you guys see it. It's Tim Austin. He was Tim Austin, the Cincinnati kid, and he was going against Rafael Marquez, and he was telling him, all you need to do is get a bit closer, get in the pocket, get closer. And then, Rafael Marquez sent him to the stars, bro. And Tim Austin was undefeated. He was undefeated. There was 15 title defenses off his IBF belt, and he was, he looked like he was gonna fight with Brero and all them guys there. And Marquez sent him to the dogs, man. And Aaron Snow was in the corner. When I heard him talking that jive, I was like, yo, this guy. And I like Aaron Snowell in terms of a character, but I was like, yo, he got the Angel Fernandez thing going on, man, bro. And Angel Fernandez took over from Joshua. I believe it was Joshua 2, or Ruiz 2. He came on board. So when you're looking at Joshua with the new trainer implementing them styles, that's the new Joshua right now. With Aaron Snowell, Angel Fernandez in the corner. Go ahead.
Well, listen, I don't think it matters who trains Joshua.
Yeah, you think?
Because the trainer can't get in the ring and fight for you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So at this point, I think, look, the greatest trainers in history could come back and train Joshua, and it wouldn't make a damn bit of difference.
You think so?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, look, Mike Tyson. What is his quote? Everyone has a plan until they get hit in the mouth.
All right, let's break that down. Let's break that down now, right? Vladimir Klitschko, right? Now, how many times Ross Purity, who else? Not Corey Sanders, they're dead in the water, right?
Lamont Brewster.
Lamont Brewster and what's the other guy? Samuel Peters was knocked him down multiple times, right? Does that guy look like at that point? Does that guy look like a bona fide Hall of Famer to go on to dominate for a decade? Then all of a sudden, Manuel Stewart takes him. He gave him 100 rounds of sparring, competitive sparring, changed his diet, changed his confidence, and this guy becomes a Hall of Famer. So what do you think, Fight Doctor?
So, well, and you make an issue. You make a good point.
He was still don't get it twisted now.
Well, same thing with Lennox Lewis. Let's not forget about him. What Emmanuel Stewart did to him.
Yeah, but I was talking about Vladimir because Vladimir had been knocked down multiple times, like Joshua in that respect, where they like what Fighter was saying that he's soft, and I'm saying Manny came in and his whole routine and camp and everything gained that guy's confidence. Look, Vladimir, you hit him, yeah, he'll go down, but like, he never get hit no more, man. He never 6'7". Behind that jab, or he used to hold more you. That nigga never got hit. So I'm saying, Fight Doctor, what about that one? Go ahead, Fight Doctor.
All right, so you make a very interesting point. And look, when you look at Vladimir, you saw a guy early in his career who fought a little bit more aggressively than he did later in his career. And I think, and there's some differences between Vladimir and Joshua. Some very glaring differences that Vladimir did not have the same technical deficiencies that Joshua has. So by the time Stewart got his hands on Vladimir was actually a technically sound fighter, right? So it wasn't like Emmanuel Stewart had to rebuild Vladimir. No, he just fine-tuned his style to compensate for those deficiencies which he did have, which were in the chin department, right? So Vladimir under Stewart became a more timid fighter. He became basically hit and hold. That's what he did. Why? Mm-hmm. Because it was a recognition, I think, on Emmanuel Stewart's part that, okay, this guy is not the guy who's going to go to war, right? This is not, he's not going to get in there and bang guys out. He's going to get in there and he's going to be surgical. He's got a good jab. He's got a monster right hand, a monster left hook. So we're going to keep his opponents at the end of his punches. We're not going to get in exchanges. When the guy gets close, just grab him. And we're going to do everything we can to keep that chin safe, right? and that's what they did.
No, it's funny, but don't you think that's to do with the matchmaking as well, though? Because they matched him in a way that he could do that with them opponents. You know what I mean?
Well, of course.
There was some real dangerous guys in there. And he ain't go. Tim Witherspoon was still around there. There were some other guys, and he ain't fighting none of them guys, right? So the matchmaking. So what I'm trying to say to you again, the matchmaking, right, and the Manny Stewart around him, I think you could change that around. I think Joshua could be changed around.
Well, anything is possible. Yeah. Me personally, I don't think you can teach an old dog new tricks, but who knows?
But listen, I think everyone's chilling in this division because Ruiz, he was taking some shots, and I don't know what shots Ortiz might have messed up his brain. I mean, Ortiz obviously can't take a punch resistant. I think all of them are capable of getting taken out at this point. Wilder, I'll tell you right now, I told Dan, I said I think Ruiz right now beats Wilder. I said Wilder gets sprayed out by him, bro. I think he beats the shit out of Wilder right now. I think Wilder ain't got no shot with him, Carl. The moment he gets inside Wilder's arms, he gonna beat the shit out of Wilder's stick. He gonna batter him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the other day. Like, Wilder would need to keep Ruiz at distance and not let Ruiz get. But see, here's the deal. I think Wilder I would hope, for his sake at least, that he would have sense enough to do what Ortiz. I'm sorry, to do what Ortiz was unable or unwilling to do, which is tie Ruiz up on the inside. He gets close to you, just grab him.
Don't even go into the exchanges with him. That's exactly what I was saying last night. Yeah. Luis Ortiz was just make the mistake that he made is that he was happy to exchange in Ruiz, and I was like, that's a bad idea. You need to tie him up. You need to tie him up like Joshua did. Tie him up when he gets up close.
But that's why it was a good fight. That's why it was a good fight, though. That's why stylistically, because Ortiz was never gonna do that. He's too proud to do that. That's why it was stylistically it was a good fight. But he was faster. His feet was faster. His hands were faster, and that was the difference in the fight. It's the speed. Right now, you're talking about Wilder tying up. I think that's the worst thing you ever do with Ruiz. I think Wilder needs to try and get that right hand popping from the jump. Jab him, stick him, keep putting that right hand and don't even try and tie him up, bro. Because the moment he ties you up, he gonna sap Wilder's legs, bro. And then Wilder's gonna feel like he's gonna try and fight him. Wilder, for all he thinks he can knock guys cold, he ain't knocking this guy cold. And the guy, in fact, he'll eat your right hand. he'll come right back on you, bro. And then Wilder's been knocked out twice. Even no, actually, the first fight he got knocked out on his feet, but this one he's been
stopped.
This and Ruiz knows how to take a punch and he can land the punch when you're hitting him. Like you look at this. This is why I put the picture right. This picture shows that Ortiz is full-bloodedly hitting him, and he's still curling that hook after. And that hook he got him, he knocked Ortiz down. So you got a guy who takes shots to give shots. And I'm like, yo, that there, Wilder, he don't want no parts of that. I'm looking at Wilder and I'm looking at the new boogeyman in the division, and I'm like, this guy, this Ruiz guy he's actually a very problem. He's one of them old guys. One of them old fighters is willing to take yours to give his.
Yeah, well, one thing now, okay, is that a couple of things actually is that Ortiz is not bringing the same amount of punching power that Wilder brings to the dance. Okay,
I agree.
And there were spots in the fight where I thought Ruiz was clearly, he was clearly unhappy with some of the punches, a couple of left hands that he got hit with, right? But like he was discouraged when Ortiz, decided to sit down on a couple of those left hands, and he caught Ruiz with them. Ruiz clearly, to me, looked like he was not. He got his attention. Ortiz got Ruiz's attention. So, I have questions because look, Ruiz is there to be hit. 270 pounds, you can't. I mean, look, he's there to be hit, right? So you have to ask a question: what happens when he catches a Wilder right hand flush? It's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was going to say, Andrew Ruiz is a sitting target. That's another thing. Wilder can tee off on him. All he has to do is keep his distance and don't let him get up close. That's the best way that's how you beat him.
Yeah, and Wilder's a full size bigger than Ortiz. He's got a couple of inches on Ortiz, and he's got the reach. So, I mean, if he gets into and look, Wilder even has an uppercut. If I'm not mistaken, memory serves me correctly, he knocked out Ortiz in the second fight with an uppercut.
When Mark Brilliant was there, he ain't like Mark Brilliant. He got fancy than Malik Scott with him now. You know what I mean? Who wants to work Wilder for a lot of rat attack combinations. Wilder looks doofusly now, man. He neglects his jab. He flicks. He doesn't throw a jab properly. He throws a jab sideways. You know what I mean? He's everything I look about him. Ruiz has weaved that. Come inside with his fast feet, and he's gonna give Wilder a whole. I think Wilder looks at him and says, I ain't fighting him. I'm not fighting him. Because look at this, right? And this is the thing, right? Deontay Wilder had a WBC belt. Ruiz had all the belts, so he had to fight a rematch. The thing. Ruiz said, yo, let me drop the belt, but obviously gonna get payday, right? But I think Wilder looks at Andy Ruiz and said, yeah, I don't want to fight him. Wilder ain't trying to call him out. They go, what do you think about? They brought him in the ring. What do you think? Oh man, I'll just say happy to see my man Ortiz, because Ortiz is good because he makes Wilder feel good. But look how this guy handled your guy. Look how he handled him in one fight, bruh. And you took 2 fights to do the same thing. You know what I mean? I know you knocked him out, but bruh, he had an easier time than you, bruh. He actually dominated Ortiz in some rounds, and I'm like, Wilder. I don't think Wilder was no part of Andy Ruiz, and I think the rest of the division is like, yo, if I don't need to fight this fat guy, I don't need to fight him. Now they've made him marketable, and he sells tickets. He's a problem, because now, well, boy, I'm gonna get paid if I fight him now. His career earnings has gone up to a certain amount of millions now when he fights, and the people in the Staples, the Latino Americans, they're coming out. They're actually coming out. So he's actually becoming a main player in Latin America and he fights in a way that, bruh, I must admit, man, he beat a Cuban guy. That's great for Mexicans, and he's the Mexican guy. I think he's very marketable and he's exciting, and I think I think Fury beats him now. I think Fury could beat him.
Yeah, I think there are probably 3 or 4 heavyweights out there who beat Ruiz right now. I think Fury being one of them.
Yeah, he beat
Frank Sanchez.
Yeah,
Usyk beats him. I'm sorry.
I don't think so.
Usyk beats. No, he beats Ruiz. I'm sorry. Ruiz won't even know what to do with that guy. I'm just being real.
No. I think Usyk tastes some. I think he's intelligent enough to give Usyk some shocks, bro.
I think Ruiz makes a good fight out of it. I don't know that I would pick him in that fight.
I would.
But I think Ruiz is intelligent enough to know he needs to throw right hands.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Uppercut. Yeah. I think so. I think the stuff he's throwing against Ortiz, I think he can do that against Usyk. But I think Usyk can see it coming. But the thing is that how he closed the distance down, it'll be an interesting fight. But I think right now, I said to Dan, I said the heavyweight division looks very interesting. What do you think, Fight Doctor?
I think it does. Yeah, I would agree. It looks interesting, but the question is, are these guys going to mix it up? That's the question, you know. But yeah, I agree. It does look interesting. But are we going to get the fights that we want to see? You know, these guys at the top, are they going to mix it up? That's the question. Or are they just going to, you know, sit on their rankings until they, you know, get picked for a mandatory?
Sitting their keisters in it. That's what man said. Sitting their keisters. But yeah, let me see what's coming up this weekend. Because hey, by the way, do you guys see the DAZN card with one Francisco Estrada? That card, that card.
Nah, I didn't see Gallo card. I heard it was a good fight.
Oh man, it was good. I actually, let's talk about the undercard of the Ruiz fight. Do you see the undercard? That was some.
Oh yeah, I saw that, man.
I saw the Isaac Cruz fight.
That was a multiple knockdowns, backwards and forwards, right? They were battering each other. That fight was ill, man. That fight was amazing. Like, go on, you guys talk on that fight real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, Isaac Cruz, they only lasted 2 rounds against Ramirez, but, you know, there was a little bit of bad blood right there leading up to that fight between those two. But, you know, Cruz is going to be a big problem at lightweight right now. I'll tell you that. A big problem. Because I know Ryan Garcia, I think he ducked that fight for some reason.
I think that was smart on Garcia's part.
Because the thing about Isaac Cruz, he reminds me of, let's say, Dwight Muhammad Kyle, Joe Frazier type of fighter. Small, compact, Mike Tyson even. Thing is that guys like that, they're so small, so compact, so like they keep their head tucked into their chest. That it's very difficult to hit a guy like that. In fact, he's coming in applying a relentless pressure on you. You don't know how to keep him off. You know? That's the thing about Cruz, is that it's difficult to keep him off because he keeps coming at you, and he's very difficult to time and hit.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Very difficult guy to hit. So it's like, dude, I know that in the crowd, that, you know, Tank was there watching the fight, man. The crowd was like, we want Tank, and they saw him on the Titantron. They booed the hell out of him. They want that rematch, you know, the Cruz fans. They want it. So, I mean, you know what? If Tank can't get the Ryan Garcia fight, as they were the supposed rumor to negotiate for, then they need to go ahead and do that rematch. I think that's something we need to see.
Go ahead, Fight Doctor.
I agree. I mean, you know, that since they're both on the same side of the street, quote unquote, then that'd be an easy fight to make. You know, I would like to see Tank fight some other top lightweights. I mean, because we've seen Davis Cruz already, but if we can't get, you know, the other guys to mix it up, then yeah, that's a fight I would certainly like to see again. You know, is Cruz worthy of a rematch? No question in my mind.
I think so. Yeah.
Wow. Hey, let's talk about the big fight, and then we're gonna might as well cut out the big fight this weekend: Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. Let's do the Fight Doctor first. What do you think?
I like Shields. I actually think Shields is gonna stop. What's her name?
Marshall.
Yeah. Why do you think she's gonna stop at that Fight Doctor? Go ahead.
Because she's just big and strong, but you know, I'm not really impressed by her boxing skills.
Oh, because of the competition.
Exactly. You know? Yeah. So I just think that Clarissa is going to bring something to the table that perhaps, you know, she hasn't seen before.
Dan, go ahead, Dan.
You know, I don't see a stoppage. I see a decision by Shields, and the reason why I say that because Savannah Marshall, she hasn't really fought anyone. I mean, she's fought the okay opponents, but yes, you know, the story of the fight is that Savannah is the only woman to beat Clarissa. You know, pretty much out of the amateurs, she's the only woman to beat her, whatnot. So that's the stake she can stand on. But other than that, you know, Clarissa has been a much better proved fighter after that. That was a very long time ago when they fought. And Savannah, me personally, I think she's somewhat regressed because she hasn't really gotten the fight that would help her become a much better fighter. Yes, she's improved a little bit under Peter Fury, But I still think that the list of the opposition that she's fought leading up to this point, I don't think she hasn't improved that much over the years, and she hasn't really been in a situation where she's going to deal with a fighter that's going to apply a relentless pressure on her. Especially with Clarissa, who's got fast feet, who's much better technically from the inside, who can mix it up, who's carry power in both of her hands, and she's got faster hands than Savannah. So that's going to be, I think that Savannah's going to feel that pressure, and she's not going to know what to do. I think it's going to be a decision where Clarissa's going to apply a lot of pressure on her, and she's going to beat her up. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, go ahead, fight, Doctor. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think Dan sums it up nicely. That's pretty much how I think it's going to go.
All right. Hey, the fight I was talking about was Edwin the Los Santos.
Edwin de los Santos and Jose Valenzuela. Yeah,
that fight. I'm talking 3 rounds of hell. Fight, Doctor. Have you seen it?
No, I didn't see that fight. Was that on the? Was that Saturday on the DAZN card?
Yeah,
no,
that was
last night.
That was a Ruiz. The Cruz fight was ill, and that fight was bro, back to back. Just listen. When you watch them fight, like you see why you're a boxing fan. I ain't gonna lie to you. You remember why you're a boxing fan. You're just like, my God, they went at each other. This guy Edwin from Brazil, wherever he's from, I never even know. I never heard of him, bro. But he listen, listen. That fight there was lit. But anyway, let me quickly go to the thing. And he's not from Brazil. He's from
Colombia, I think.
Dominican Republic, right?
Oh,
Savannah Marshall, right? I don't know if you see the face-off on the UK face-off. They're the face-off, and the Clarissa Shields said hard to her. She says, you said to her, what have you done? She goes, what you done? He goes, in amateur, you never won no medal. You didn't medal. I've medaled twice. And she goes, so, don't worry, on this day, I'm going to beat you. He goes, yeah, you're a failure. You let down your country. That's what, yeah. Bruh. And I said, yo, you're fake because you failed your country. I mean, that burnt, man. And then Savannah and then they goes, you got anything nice to say about Chris? She goes, yeah, she's done well and she's good for women boxing. And they asked Clarissa Shields. They goes, nah, what do you think about her? She goes, I don't like her. I don't like her. It's personal. And they go, I'm gonna beat her. I'm gonna let her know that she's trying to use my name to build up on. I don't like it. She don't give me no respect. And I'm gonna terrorize her. I goes, I'm gonna let you know from the jump. I'm gonna be on you. I'm gonna beat you up round in, round out. I'm gonna be after you. I'm just letting you know that from now. And I said, yo, and you see Vanna looked doomed. She looked. It dawned on her like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It bothered the heck out of her, bro. Because I don't think she really wanted to fight Clarissa Shields. You know what I mean? I think people wanted to, because you beat her, because people can't stand Clarissa, and she's the last person to beat Clarissa Shields. I think people. It's almost like Larry Holmes and Cooney situation.
Yeah.
We can bail him. Listen, you're gonna get the killed on TV. I think she's gonna get absolutely battered. You know what I mean? And another thing as well. You know what they showed? They actually. I don't know if you both seen it. Have you actually seen the amateur fight? They show in the build of her amateur fight versus Savannah Marshall. And
I've never seen it.
I've seen it. I was watching it, right? So they actually, if you go on the Sky Sports, right? They actually got the clips. They got kind of a build up to the fight like 24/7. So if you press that on the second one, they actually show the fight, and both of them. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I don't know how Clarissa Shields was the fight. Every clip I saw, Clarissa Shields was beating the ish out of her, bruh.
Wow.
Absolutely, bruh. If you watch it, you're like, how did she even lose? She's absolutely beating her around the ring, bruv. And I was like, how did she even win on the points?
So I was listening to somebody, I think it was either H Money or whoever it was, but there was somebody who was on the panel who's talking about how the politics in amateur boxing works, and that it's pretty much set up where the favorites are going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it was, because she didn't win. You can't look at that and tell me she won. And she was 17 and she was battering her. She was battering her around. You know what I mean? Savannah got a couple of straight pops, but brother was nothing effective. It was straight right. She went after her. She cut the ring down and went after her. And I'm like, yo, bruh. So you're just gonna rob the girl in a I can't see how she won. And then, you know, and and she was 17 then, and she turned it around. That's before she went to, and they made Savannah #1 in the world, and in 2012, and then she could live up to it. But I don't think in my opinion, I don't think she thought she won that fight. I don't think she did. They made her #1, and I don't think Savannah said, I didn't win that fight. And, you know, they go, no, but you got the points. You're #1 in the world. And it's like, yeah, but now I have to live up to it. But she don't really thought she won that fight. And I feel like Carissa really felt she won that fight, and she went on to prove it, that she was #1 in the world. And I think the reason why a lot of people are doing that, because they want her to win, but she doesn't really believe it herself. And that's what Clarissa Shields say. You don't really believe in yourself. You know, you and I know the truth. And when I saw the fight, I said, how the heck are you actually going to fight her? Why? In fact, they met in the York Hall, Bethnal Green, with my man, Uncle T. And she asked her, do you want to fight? And she goes, nah, I don't want to fight. And there was no one around them time. She wasn't with Peter Fury. She was by herself, and she never wanted to fight her. She's never really called her out. The reason why Clarissa Shields called out, because people keep winding up Clarissa Shields up on media. That guy, what's that guy? Thingy Kim. He keeps talking trash. Yeah, saying she's never gonna $1 million. She's never good, and Savannah Marshall beat you. And now she's taking her aggression out on poor Savannah Marshall.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Steve Kim is an idiot and a homer, and whatever he says is not to be taken seriously.
Yeah, but Clarissa Shields she uses it as a pinball to say I'm gonna take out on him, and I'm gonna go back to you and tell you what you gotta say now. Like listen, bro, she doesn't have to fight her. She can continue doing what she's doing and whatever. But she's like, no, I want people don't even, you know, I'm letting people know I'm the GOAT. I'm coming to your hometown and your home people. I'm gonna go beat your ass round in, round out. Now, this is the thing. In my mind, I was like, yo, you better make sure you knock this chick out, bro, because if you don't, they're gonna try to rob you on the scorecards again. You know what I mean? They might do.
Yeah, I agree. It could happen if this is a close fight.
Yeah. But I agree with you both. I'm gonna go with I'm going with Clarissa Shields. I'm gonna go by points victory.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. I mean that, you know, listen, if you ain't seen it, so you got Isaac Cruz fight versus Edwin Ramirez, and then you got I think it's Edwin. Is it Ramirez?
Water Ramirez. Edwin Ramirez, Water Ramirez. Yeah.
But the Edwin Santos versus Jose Valenzuela. That's the one. That was that. I got it right now. I'm got it on thingy. I'm gonna share it to Fight Doctor, and you go check it out. But hey, Fight Doctor Dan signing off. We got Fight Dan signing off. Give his last words, bro. Go ahead.
I just want to.
What about Saturday? Saturday we're back. You gonna do a live on it Saturday?
I might, but I have to do something that day. But I'll see what I can do. But I just want to say thanks for having me on, man. If you guys are want some more boxing content, some news and updates, please visit my channel. I really appreciate it. Subscribe, Dan the Man Boxing. That's all you have to do. Type it in the search engine on YouTube, and you'll see my channel there. I appreciate it.
Nice one, Dan. Appreciate
it. Peace, man.
Peace, bro. Fight Doctor, sign out. Go ahead, bro.
Yo, shout out to Dan the Man. Shout out to you, EJ. Thanks for having me on. Enjoyed the conversation as always. Just looking forward to the big fights, and definitely looking forward to covering the fight on the 17th, the triple duck versus the protected one, Alvarez versus Golovkin.
Talk on that one. Talk on the triple duck before you go. Go ahead. Let people know, because people don't know about the Fight Doctor called triple G, triple duck. Go ahead and talk on that one. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, you know, he's ducked. He spent his whole career ducking the biggest challenges. Okay, chasing after Alvarez, and I guess, you know, at the end of the day, it's paid off, because now he gets the third Alvarez payday. But you know, prior to the Bivol loss, I would have picked Alvarez easy to win the fight easy. But now I'm not so sure. You know, I think Alvarez should be the favorite, but I'm really not sure that he wins his next fight. I'm not sure that he beats Golovkin.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, just based on what I saw in Alvarez in his last fight, to me, it looks like Alvarez is ready to retire. Seriously. It looks like he's not interested anymore. He's just going through the motions.
Yeah.
You know.
You think his confidence is, after he lost against Bill, you think his confidence is not there no more?
Oh, his confidence is shot to pieces.
Oh, shot to pieces, right?
Shot to pieces.
That's a big
because
statement.
Listen, here's the reason, right? Because in the Bivol fight, Alvarez got a shot of reality right in his ass, right? Because look, people have been criticizing his own countrymen, have been criticizing him for a while now. When you gonna fight somebody? Why are you ducking this guy? Okay, you don't measure up to the Mexican legends of the past, and that's true. You don't. I'm sorry, but you don't. You've been picking these hand-picked cherries for, I don't know, the last 3-4 years, right? You haven't really faced a serious challenge since what? I don't know, the Jacobs fight.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest, and let's call it what it is. The Bivol fight was a cherry pick having gone wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And now you get this shot of reality in the ass from Bivol. And now, because I know that in the back of his mind, he's everything that people have been saying is reverberating. Okay, you haven't fought anybody. When you gonna fight somebody? You're ducking this guy. Cherry pick haven't gone wrong. Yeah, the man's confidence is shot to pieces. Okay, because you haven't been fighting the biggest challenges. You've been ducking Benavidez, shamelessly ducking Benavidez. So yeah, I think the man's confidence is shot to pieces. And to be completely honest with you, I would not at all be surprised if the triple duck pulls off the upset. Real talk.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think you're reading it right. I think Triple G, he's slow. He has a slow start. He hits hard, and I think Alvarez's confidence not where it is. And I think but I think Alvarez's thing, well, I beat him already, but I'm not the same person before. You know what I mean? He got embarrassed by Bivol, absolutely embarrassed. And I think Triple G is old though, man. He's old. He's slow. But I
agree.
I think if he's gonna pull it off, I think a lot of redemption, because a lot of people feel like Triple G didn't get the decision sometimes. So I think that could happen.
Yeah. Well, listen, the old man just might benefit from the move up in weight.
Yes, I agree.
We might see a different Golovkin.
Yeah.
Because the man has been a middleweight forever, right?
But the funny thing is, if he beats Canelo, they're gonna start the Hagler thing again, bro. They're gonna start better than Hagler again. They're gonna start that joint again. They calm down real quick. They calm down real quick when he lost though. But bro, they're gonna start that reckless. They're gonna start that talking that jive again. Because Canelo, good thing about Canelo, he ain't never said he better than this and never better than Hagler. They ain't never said that. I think they couple of matches him and James Toney, but they because he doesn't really match up. He doesn't never call out the old timers. But with Triple G, they were getting super disrespectful and started calling out Hagler, and he's better than Hagler and better than these guys. So, that's the only thing I don't like. If Triple G wins, they're going to start that bullshit again, isn't it?
Yeah, well, anyone and everyone who knows anything about boxing knows that Golovkin and Marvelous Marvin Hagler do not belong in the same sentence. They don't, okay? There's just no comparison to be made there. So anyone who would even think, anyone who would dream that Golovkin is somehow better than Hagler should wake up and apologize for having such a dumb, stupid dreams. It's stupid. It's crazy. What has the man done in the whole of his career other than chase after a guy who turned professional at 147 pounds? Not a goddamn thing, right? That's stupid. That's crazy. So no. I mean, listen, that type of talk is not to be entertained because that's what fanboys say. Okay, and that fanboyism, you can't. Look, when people are making statements that crazy, don't argue. Just okay. If that's what you think, if you wish to think that the moon shines bright at 12 o'clock noon, fine. I'm not going to argue with you. Go ahead outside at noon and enjoy your moonlight.
Oh, bro. Yeah, so I look forward to that one. We're definitely going to cover that one. Also, I'll bring out rest in peace, Ernie Shavers. Give us your take on the great man. Ernie Shavers, man, gave us some great fights. I mean, people, I don't know if the new generation or whatever, look at him, but bro, that guy was entertaining. He always came forward, and he passed away. Give us your take on the Ernie Shavers, man.
Yeah, hell of a fighter, hell of a punch. I think the heavyweight division, if it had an Ernie Shavers in 2022, would be a lot more exciting. And if the heavyweight division had an Ernie Shavers, I think a lot of these pretenders would have gotten knocked off.
Yeah, for real. Listen, I remember when he hit Ali, bro. Ali, I remember Ali's face. Like Ali never, bruh, his face. I mean, he'd been hit by Sonny Liston, not pure, but he been hit by Sonny Liston. He'd been hit by George Foreman, and when he got hit by Ernie Shavers, I mean, his face was like, whoa. And I think maybe the Parkinson's disease might have been caused from that one there. That shot right there, he took from Ernie Shavers. Shit. I mean, if you check it, I mean, you have to watch the fight. You see Ali's face when he got hit. He ain't never been hit that hard, ever. I mean, that man, it was horrible, man. But, you know, Ernie Shavers could wield that power. Rest in peace, the great guy. You know, he was never a world champion, but he gave everyone hell, man.
Well, he was never a world champion only because of the era that he fought in. You know,
great fighters.
Yeah, the guys that he lost to were the cream of the crop. You know, I think it was the first Larry Holmes fight. He uncorked a right hand on Larry Holmes.
Yeah.
That, you know, Holmes's relatives in Africa were shook.
Yeah. He got up straight away. Yeah, it was real talk.
Holmes had a good chin, but I mean, this right hand that he hit him with, I think it was the first fight. You know, this right hand that Shavers hit Holmes with, 99% of heavyweights would not have recovered from that punch.
Facts, man. Rest in peace, Ernie Shavers, man. You know what I'm saying? What was his nickname? He had a good nickname as well. What's his nickname? I can't remember now. He had a really cool nickname as well. He had two of them as well.
I'm trying to remember what was it.
Ernie Shavers, man. Hold up, let me see. He had a really cool nickname. Ernie Shavers. Let me see what the nickname he had. 1 second. Pull it up. Ernie Shavers. Before we go, because I don't want to sit there and call him out. The nickname was cool. Let me see where it is. He actually had two nicknames actually. The Black Destroyer. He had another name as well. The Black Acorn. That was it.
Okay, the Acorn. Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
the Acorn. Yeah, that's what it was, bro. I was like, because his head looked like an acorn.
a tough nut to crack. That's what that was. Tough nut to crack.
Oh yeah, tough nut to crack. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, you see how America. Oh man, see, I didn't think about it like that, but yeah. Man,
tough nut to crack.
Yeah, man, that's cool, man. Hey, Fato, I really appreciate you coming over. And yeah, man, we'll probably catch up in the group or whatever, and we keep it busy. And then this weekend, yeah, Savannah Marshall. I think probably this weekend I might be seeing some Carissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. I think I might be going to the presser. I'm not too sure. Trying to work something out because she's over here right now, and yeah, man, I just. You know, we're gonna see, man. You know, it doesn't really fare well. Americans coming from the UK. Back in the days, it was always a rap. It was a formality. But these days, you never know. I mean, Savannah Marshall, she can hit. But I said to myself, Carissa Shill's been hit. She gets up. Even if she gets knocked down, I still feel she gonna get up and give her hell. You know what I mean? I don't see Savannah Marshall dealing with the pace. She hasn't dealt with a good opponent. But people were saying that about Joe Calzaghe. You know, when he ain't fought good opponents, but Eubank gave him hell, man. So Savannah Marshall hasn't had that fight, the defining fight, but Carissa Shields hasn't. So maybe the two of them, they're gonna put on that. They're gonna put on an epic women fight. You know what I mean? And maybe they change the course of women's boxing. Maybe it's 3 rounds, man. 3 rounds, man.
3 minute rounds.
Yeah, 3 minute rounds. You know.
Yeah, I think that 2 minute round nonsense needs to come to an end. Stop. You know.
Yeah, but you see, women pick up more damage because they you know what it is though, fight because they carry babies, they carry life inside their body. And if you give 3 minutes, there's more damage incurred in that, which is true. More damage incurred, but the fights will be more exciting, and their pay grade will go up because they're basically in a sense they're basically fighting amateur fights with 10 minutes.
So I mean, in my mind, I think it should be left up to them. You know, I just don't understand why this artificial limitation needs to be placed on a women's fight solely because it's a women's fight. I mean, you know, they deserve to be treated equally.
Yes.
And if women fighters collectively agree that their fights should be 3 minute rounds, same as men, then I don't see the problem. You know, I just don't get this. I just don't get the idea of men telling women how long they should fight.
I agree with you, but I think women, if they really cared about it, they would have all you know, they would have all just hangs up, gloves up. First and foremost, another thing as well, that fight is not really generating that many views. Now, Eddie Hearn never made this fight, right? Boxer made this fight, And I look at the numbers and I was like, he's not really doing that well. And I realize in America, I don't think people care about women's boxing. And in the UK, the numbers are not really fantastic. I mean, I'm glad that they're making the fight, but women's boxing is not translating like that. It really isn't. You know, I know Clarissa Shields, we like her, but she's not really, you know, it's a shame that women, no one really cares for women's boxing. They had Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, they couldn't run it back. And, you know, there's not enough of them sort of fights going on, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's a shame that, you know, in the UK, we have the fights, the fans care. But, and this card is an all women's card, but it could only happen in the UK, but I don't think that joint could ever happen in America, man.
Yeah, maybe in the years to come, but right now, I don't think it would work.
Yeah, imagine that. Imagine that. All right, Fight Doctor, thanks for coming over. Hey, I gave you the fight. Check it out. Jose Venezuela versus Edwin De Santos. Yeah, man, fight is violent, bro. It's violent.
Yeah,
nice
on the undercard of the Ruiz Ortiz.
Yeah,
fight.
Yeah.
I'll download it and I'll watch it for sure.
All right, man. Nice one, Fighter. You take care, bro.
You too, man. To the next go round.
Yeah, man. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, man. So that was the fight. That's always, and that was Dan the Man. Well, we're gonna finish off with some NWO music. Yeah, so you heard some good interviews, man. You know, my man Fight Doctor, my man Dan the Man came in. Big shout out to everyone in the chat. And we're gonna end with some good music out here. Let's end with something. Dillian White. Boy, Dillian White, man. Here we go. Are we gonna end? Hold on, what we gonna end in? Where's yeah. All right, we're gonna end with that. All right, peace out. Peace, guys.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and let's get ready for EJ Boxing Live.